Hello, everyone. It's me, Andrew. I'm here in my home in lovely Ligonier, Pennsylvania. Hopefully, y'all are doing well out there. Oh, oh boy, it's been a day. I kind of feel I'm like, is it Mercury retrograde? Like, what's up? Because I've gotten usually I learned how to do the Instagram, like to stream to Instagram. And unfortunately, when I went to do that, um, the computer, well, first I'll scroll back. So before to start the day, I just feel like there's just like something's up, like with like technology today. I was like, is it Mercury retrograde? Because I would believe it if somebody said it was. Um, Angela's watching. Howdy, Angela. Because I've been trying to do like, for one, I'm teaching in a certain place, and they've been sending me these documents to sign for my teacher contract, and they're not coming through. And I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Is the class happening? And they're like, we sent you this document for you to sign like a long time ago. You didn't get it? And I was like, I didn't get it. So it's been one of those kind of days. And then so I went to go live, and I was like so proud of myself because I was coming in a little bit early, and the computer was off. And if you've been watching for a while, you probably know that our computer in our office is getting a little bit older. And so it takes a long, long time to reboot. So, and then so I even will, and then so it's like, well, maybe I'll send my key to the message that will go to the messenger, and then I can copy and paste it. The messages were down. So then I was like, well, what if I email myself and then I can email it and then I'll copy and paste in there. So I copied and pasted and I sent the email and the email number came through. So I don't know what's up. So I'm gonna have to do like a deep dive into what if there's like a glitch or what. But yeah, but otherwise it's been all right. Idabelle, she's doing really well. Thanks everybody who's been kind of keeping track of her and the other little girls. She got her clone off last night and she was very happy about it. And I mean, she eventually, like at first when she got her clone on, she was like not into it at all. She was not into it. Um, but after she had it on for a little while, she was fine. But she was really lethargic, and I was kind of worried about her a little bit, to be honest, um, because she's not usually like that. So, and I know it's a pretty major surgery to have everything kind of like taken out. But so I was a little bit worried about her, and I was trying to keep a better eye on her and stuff, and spend a lot of time with her, make sure that she's like recovering okay. And I think maybe she was just depressed about the cone, because once she got the cone off, she perked up. And granted, she's had extra time to heal up, so um I guess it's good that she took the time to rest. Teresa's watching. Howdy. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. So she's got her cone off. William's at his pottery class tonight. And I always kind of feel a little bit scattered when I'm doing the lives on my own anyway. Um, yeah, so anyway, so he's at his pottery class. Tomorrow morning, we're going to take Tallulah in. She decided to get one more heat in before she has to go for her surgery. So Gilbert is super annoyed with her right now because she's following him around and trying to solicit his attentions. And he's like, no, I'm not interested. Michelle is watching. Howdy, Michelle. So yeah, it's been kind of one of those days where it's like push pull, push pull, push pull. And I got a lot of good news in the morning. I don't know if I can share it just yet because I have to wait until I get the confirmation that the project is actually happening. Um, so fingers crossed that goes through. And yeah. So we've been kind of busy with that, with the cats. William was at the cottage today doing shipping and kind of continuing to organize. Oh boy, here goes. I guess the messenger is working now. Well, too late now. Oh well. Um, but then when I was starting to go on, then it started raining like coming down, coming down, coming down, coming down. And then so I ran around the house, closed all the windows, and now it stopped raining. So there you have it. I don't know. So, anyways, hopefully y'all are doing well out there. Tonight we're gonna do another mix and match. I've been having a lot of fun with those, and it seems like y'all have been having fun with them too. So, if y'all are having fun, then who am I to say no? So tonight we're going to do mix and match. If you aren't familiar with that, it's kind of the live by design kind of situation. I thought we would try to workshop some different names, um, because I don't know, there's something like I like live by design, but there's something there's something awful on that. So I thought mix and match had a nice kind of alliteration, and I don't know if y'all think that or not. And then I was running around trying to get some paperwork submitted by a certain time, and that's always a little bit stressful. um, so yeah, we've been kind of, I don't know. It's been one of those days. How are you all doing out there? Um, Let us know in the comments. And if you're watching, say hello. Michelle said that she shared and liked. Thank you so much. It's always appreciated. Um, I got some news from another one of my friends who has a bead store, and they're closing down. So it's going to be a little bit, you know, I don't know. It's always hard when you hear that kind of news because there's always that sense. Like for me personally, I think it's hard because I see the other, like I know that Chelsea, the good in having a local bead store, but for me particularly, since it's our livelihood, we've been having a bead store for over 13 years now, almost 13 years. It's been a while. So I see the good that it can do. Like I've seen it, I've lived it. So I know the positive impact a local bead store can have. I know how much work it is, and I know that the model of it is a little bit harder to maintain because you have to be so inventory heavy. Like a lot of places, they get stuff in, they get it out, get it in, get it out, get it in, get it out. And so it's like a really quick return on investment. And with bead stores, you may buy something 10 years ago and only just now sell it. So for us, it is one of those things where it's a tricky business to be in. But when I see the good that they have, like the impact that it has on not only our community, locally within a geographic region, but locally, with all of you out there who watch our lives. So you know, it is disheartening when I see another bead store closing. just because I know how much of a dream it can be. A lot of people, they want to help others be able to create the designs that are within them, and they want to help people be creative and make artwork and share that love of jewelry with people and that love of beads with people. So when one of them closes, it is always a little bit sad, at least for me. Let's see. Michelle said that she's finishing her bracelet. Oh, good. I saw your progress so far in the group, and it looks really good. Angel says, I'm walking by the river. Well, hopefully it is delightful, and I bet it is. Susan's watching. Howdy, Susan. Amanda's watching. Hi, Amanda. Our neighbor Susie's watching. Howdy, Susie. Yeah, so one of my friends, the friend that's closing her bead store, she offered a deal on her seed bead collection, and it's pretty impressive. If I don't say so myself, it's pretty expensive. Um, However, and she offered a really good deal too. Um, and she has a couple other people interested, possibly. But yeah, so she offered it to us, and I was on the fence. I was like, well, maybe if I like hustle, I can like make this happen. And then I was like, I am super tired. And we have so many other things that we're trying to do. And I just kind of have to have faith that, maybe this isn't meant to be at this time, and like listen to my body and not try to like push myself too hard. Um, and yeah, so there's other stuff that's been going on too, where it's kind of like this push and pull. Like I got into this class at Touchstone. I'm super excited about it. It's at the end of this month, but the funding that I was supposed to get didn't come through, so I had to cover it out of pocket. And I don't know when the other funding might come through, because there's been a bunch of delays on their end. So I'm a little bit nervous about that, because we can't really afford for me to take a class right now without kind of having that additional like help. And so I don't know, fingers crossed. I've been kind of working on getting things kind of sorted and situated, so it's not, I don't ever want my education to become like a burden on our business. And I know that like I'm learning more, so I'm like, it's like professional development. In other kind of more corporate environment, they would call it professional development, and it is something that is a good thing. However, because of the way that we just took off a week so that we could get caught up on stuff and try to get things done, um, it's really kind of tightened things up. Let me just say it's a little bit stressful. But I have to stay positive and be thankful for what we do have, and just focus on the things that I can do, so that we can keep above board and not have too much panic. Because for me, I kind of like I have those moments of anxiety as well. We talk a lot about like William and his anxiety, and like his struggles with anxiety and depression and how to manage it. But we don't really always talk about like my anxiety. And I mean that, and part of that is because I'm able to keep it to kind of a a manageable level on my own. And so, but anyway, let's still get it too. Like when thing, like I start doing the numbers, and I'm like, my eyes start getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Um, and so, it's one of those things. But I'm I'm optimistic, so I can't, I can't like succumb to that pressure. It's not really healthy, and it doesn't really do anything either. So all it does is make you like worry about stuff that you can't control. So I'm gonna focus on the stuff I can control, and try to do my best. And that's all I can do, realistically. The other Susie's watching. Howdy. Let's see who else is watching. We just got a bunch of people coming into the room, but I don't know who all is watching. All right. So anyway, so that was my way of saying that we've just had a very busy day of trying. I don't know. It feels like I'm trying. It's like that game. Have you ever played that game where there's like pieces and then you like shake the box and then they like fall into place, and the goal is to like shake it in just so a way that everything falls into the holes that they're supposed to be, and be this like the right color or whatever. I kind of feel like, I don't know if that's a real game or if I'm just like an inventor, but I, in my mind, there was, in like my memory, there was a game like that. But yeah, I kind of feel like that's what today was, like a constant like shaking, and then like the pieces will fall, and then some of the pieces are like really good pieces, and then some of them are like less good, so you like try to shake it again to make it all kind of fit the way you want it to fit. um and yeah, so I did find out the good news that my class at the end of the month at Contemporary Craft is running. There's a few, just only a few, I think maybe one or two spaces left in that class are open. I personally feel like if there's like room, if you can squeeze a body in, I'll within reason, I'll teach anybody. But yeah, so there we go. So that's happening. That's happening on June 28th at Contemporary Craft. It's from 10 to 5. It's a long class, but I kind of feel like that'll be good, because sometimes like the classes, like especially if it's like a short class, it goes by real quick. And then you're like, holy smoly, holy guacamole, it's already over and I hardly got anything done. So yeah, so I'm going to be teaching there. And I did find out that the Razzle Dazzle class doesn't have, it's not a go yet. So I'm going to post some more pictures of different things that we're going to be making in the class. And hopefully that will encourage people. And my other hope is that people who take the drawing and mark making class, at the end of the month, they will be, they'll love it so much that they're going to want to take the Razzle Dazzle class too. Because sometimes, maybe it's the description, maybe it's the like the project photos that are included. So you just never know if like, if that is like, if there's something off with that, or if it's that weekend, you never know. But all I can do is try, right? I did find out that the mold making class is sold out, or not sold out, that it's running, but it's like way far off. And I know they had a waiting list for that from the first time. So that one I know is a go. The decal class is a go. And the drawing one is a go. But the Razzle Dazzle, which is like my favorite one of all the bunch of them, is maybe not gonna happen. So we'll see. I'll post about some samples sometime this weekend maybe, and try to get folks interested. Let's see. Suzanne is watching. Howdy, Suzanne. Suzanne says good vibes for Tallulah tomorrow. Yeah, I always worry about them when they go into the vet. So I'm hopeful that everything goes well. I don't know if we're gonna have the same vet as we did for Idabelle and Gertie, but our vet who did them was really good. And their Gertie is almost completely recovered. Idabelle, she's doing a lot better and is a lot more. She's a lot less lethargic than she has been the past couple days, and a lot more like vocal too, which is pretty cute. But yeah, all right. So hopefully Tallulah, she gets taken care of all right and everything goes smoothly. So I'm going to we're gonna do two things before we get started with the mix and match game. And mix and match is kind of like my new take on Live by Design. It's the same concept. I just changed the name to kind of workshop it a little bit. Live by Design, I was like, maybe there's too many. I don't know. It doesn't. There's something about that that just doesn't seem like it's like a real kind of like segment. Oh, and the other thing I want to mention is that theoretically we are having a make and take at the end of this week on Friday. Because we took a week off previously, we're not going to be able to not have a live sale. So I think what I'm going to do is start the live sale early on Friday, probably around 5, our old spot, and if and then try to have the live sale before we jump into the make and take, not the make and take, the creative make along. So if you're around on Friday evening, we're going to have our monthly creative make along, and we'll get together on the Zoom and hang out on the Zoom and make stuff on the Zoom. And if I say Zoom enough, then I don't know what that will accomplish. Susie says, I'm sure all of the vets they use are great. Yeah, I don't know. We've had really good luck with the vets that are in Ligonier. Some of the ones that we've been to that are a little bit out of town, we've had kind of, mixed results. Like when Paolo was sick, we took him to an emergency vet, and this condition they kept him in was not great. They saved his life, I'm sure. So I can't fault them for that, because they did save his life. But yeah, he was not kept in the best condition while he was there. And so, like, we popped in there to visit with him because, we wanted to make sure that he knew that we were, still around and weren't just like dropping him off there and not caring about him for days and days. So we stopped in, and when we went in, he was not like in the best condition. Um, like they had a cone on him, and there's like food like everywhere all over him, and like he had urinated and was sitting in a puddle of his own urine, and so yeah, he was not, they saved his life, and I can't stress that or enough that we are appreciative of that. But he was not like a happy boy being kind of kept like that. So when we switched the vets and he went to the other one, he was taken a lot better care of. But anyways, I don't want to digress too far. Y'all would be like, what's he doing? Is this the cat channel? Kind of the cat channel. Angel says, good plan for Friday night. And so, yeah, so we're getting ready for Tallulah to go in tomorrow. While the cats are recovering, I like to stay close to home. And so that's one of the reasons why I've been doing like stuff that I can't do at the cot, or stuff that I can do in lieu of going to the cottage. Because when I go to the cottage, I can't necessarily watch them. So that's one of the reasons why during the kind of our big reset, I didn't get as much stuff done as I wanted to, because I wanted to be here in case, like stitches popped or, whatever. Um, so yeah. So I've been working on things. I'm going to show you that before we get into the mix and match. And then you can kind of see the progress. I'm going to do a little teaser. And yeah, Susan says, I hate those emergency vets. Never great. Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like I don't know if they necessarily take advantage of the fact that they're like a last resort for a lot of people, because like when Paolo got sick, he got sick on a Sunday night, and it was like a holiday weekend also. So we had to drive him to them. And I kind of feel like they do a good job at what they do as far as like saving lives. But because they are such a necessary evil, that makes it sound bad. But since since they have a kind of niche hold on it, there's no incentive to do like better. I don't know if that makes sense or not, or if I'm just free associating and verbal diarrhea is just like splashing out. Um, Anna says, "Oh no, emergency vet. I'm sorry. This is about Paolo, so it's been a while. He's been dead for a couple years now, but that I don't know how we got on that. Actually, I know how we were talking about like the cats and stuff. Oh, because I said I was worried about if the vet that they were bringing in tomorrow would be as good as the vet that took care of Gertie and Idabel. Um, Nancy says, love the t-shirt. Yeah, I am a groupie of craft school, a craft school groupie. So wherever I go, I try to get a t-shirt from one of them. And it's good because I was wearing like the same uh, couple outfits every day. And like I had these AG shirts that I had that we had made before, and I was wearing them like the same, and I had them in the same color, different shirts, same color, and I kept wearing them, and it looked like I never changed my clothes. So that's not optimal. But also the cool thing about when I wear these shirts is that I get to talk to people, um, and get to, people who recognize those places. Then I get to meet people. And like I actually, it's actually helpful. Like when I went to, where was I that we started talking about Touchstone? Um, um, I can't remember, but we were somewhere, and somebody saw my T-shirt, and we started talking about Touchstone, and like it was a good conversation starter, and that was really helpful. And so Nancy says, "I'm a groupie at John C. Campbell too. Love that school." And she asked if it was at Penland. It could have been at Penland, but I don't remember. It could have been, I went to this shop. Well, it's happened multiple times. Like one time we were in Baltimore at a trade show, and somebody saw my t-shirt, and we started talking about it, and they're like, oh, and we knew people in common, so it was good. And then, but I think the last time may have been at a store. And I think I bought soap. So that's very vague, but I don't remember everything anymore. And it says, oh, okay, I know how traumatic those emergencies can be. Yes, they're good, however expensive. I hate that cost is so prohibitive to helping our animal friends. Yeah, it is stressful when that happens. And it says, I love when you share photos of Babette and Paolo. They're always in our hearts, no matter how long it's been. Yeah, we have a shrine to Paolo and Babette. One of William's aunts, she gave us this really beautifully crafted. It's supposed to be like a liquor bar, but it's a handcrafted furniture piece from a woodworker who's local, and did a beautiful job. But like neither William or I really drink anymore. I mean, I can have a beverage every once in a while, but we don't really drink as much. Before, when we were like going out and stuff, I would have more cocktails and stuff. But since we don't really go out as much anymore, I don't really drink anymore. And then William, he has anxiety and depression issues, so that messes with his like equilibrium. So because he doesn't do it, I don't really do it because then it's kind of like annoying. So, anyways, we turned it into their little shrine, and we keep their ashes in there and their cremains in there. Because I don't know if I want to spread them here. I mean, maybe, but I don't know. So, like, we've talked about like potentially going, like, if we ever move like to the cottage and like put a little tiny house there or something and like live at the cottage. Um, then they're like their ashes are here, which is fine, but I don't know. So we keep their ashes in the kind of the cabinet part, and then on top we have pictures of them and little sculptures of them. There's a wonderful artist named Karen Wakeland, who, whenever any of our animals have passed, made seed beaded portraits of them, which is very kind of her, um, and has been really lovely. And it kind of almost makes me tear up. So I don't want to be all like sobbing on the live, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't want to do it. So I'm not going to. And then there's other little things like Harry made a little thing of Babette. And we have a little Esther Shumazu piece that looks like Paolo. Um, so I light a candle there every day, and kind of check in with them. And, I miss them. They were good kids. Um, and I love my cats now, but I really miss them a lot. Anyway, so I'm going to do a quick little teaser of a project that I've been working on, and then I'll do another teaser of another project that I've been working on. So I've been talking for about 30 minutes, so I'm going to flip the camera around. So you're going to see the ceiling for a second or two. Ooh, like the slowest roller coaster ride. All right. Camera settings, camera flip. All right. So I don't have the fabric because William's project, he didn't crimp it up, or I don't think he finished it from the reset. So maybe I will put this, because that glare is killing me, y'all. I mean, it could be worse, but it's not ideal. And then we'll put, I don't know where our driftwood went. I think I packed it up for when we went to Memphis, and it's still, maybe I'll put this. Does that work? And then I'll put this. There you go. All right. So one of the things that we did during the reset is I showed you some of the paintings. And so while I was watching Gertie and Idabel, I've been painting these. So I've been doing them in different color schemes. I still have to seal some of them. But I thought I would give you a teaser of these. I'm going to debut these tomorrow on my personal timeline. And then whatever doesn't sell, we'll put it in the live. I don't know. Maybe we'll do the live first and then do the timeline sale. I don't know. It's up to y'all. It's a little bit easier to do that because then William doesn't have to make. Well, I guess it's the same amount of work. I don't know what I'm talking about. Kimberly says in the concession stand again tonight. Kimberly says 1000% late to the party tonight. Oh, you're fine. So these ones we're gonna sell them somehow. I have to talk to William about it. I'm gonna turn the air on because it's starting to get warm in here. It just rained really hard for like 5 minutes and then stopped raining. So it's been a little bit like super muggy lately. And you know, when it's muggy, it feels hot even though it's not really hot. Like, I don't know. I can't even imagine what it would be like in August right now. So I've got these. I started working on them, and if you saw, I showed you some of the early steps of how to paint these, the polymer clay, during the reset last week. So I thought I would give you a little teaser of what they look like. And you'll know I have about 40 of these that I'm going to try to launch. If you missed the very beginning, I mentioned about how I got into a class at Touchstone, and I was supposed to receive this outside funding to pay for the class, but then that got delayed. So I had to pay for the class out of pocket. And so, you know, with everything going on and with the reset, it's made it a little bit tight. So I'm going to sell these and hopefully take some of that pressure off because nobody needs to feel the pressure. At least I don't. So I've got these and these are going to go on sale tomorrow. I worked real hard on them, so I hope that people like them. For me, I was kind of feeling, you know, I not necessarily overwhelmed, but I kind of feel like there's a lot happening in the world right now, and not all of it is great. Um, and I mean, there is a lot of good that's happening, especially if you like are grateful, live a life of gratitude, and kind of approach each day with like a grateful heart. I think it helps kind of alleviate some of that. But even with that approach, I realize that there's a lot of times when you feel a little bit overwhelmed by all of the stuff that's happening, and especially stuff that you might not feel like you have power or control over. When you feel powerless, it's so easy to feel kind of disenchanted, and you know it kind of exacerbates that feeling of not having any control and just kind of being like attacked over and over and over. Um, and whether if you're not like a woo woo person, I'm definitely a woo woo person. So when there's kind of like that energetic attack, it just feels like, you know, it just drains that energy. Um, and so I was thinking about that. And wouldn't it be nice if there was something that, you know, said no to that feeling? So I wanted to make some really colorful hearts. I think everybody could use a little extra love in their lives right now in one form or another. Whether it's platonic love or romantic love or self love or whatever kind of love. We could all use a little bit of love in our lives right now. Um, and if you want, you could consider that love being compassion or empathy towards one another. Uh, and in this kind of tumultuous time, I feel like it's tumultuous. I don't know about y'all, but I do. And so when my art, I usually make stuff that I kind of feel like I think through things, and I use those feelings to fuel the artwork that I make. So I feel kind of like we all could use a little bit more love. So I made these hearts, and first I wire wrapped all the bales, and it took a lot longer than I thought it would. Teresa says, I love them, especially the gold. Oh, thanks. I'm gonna have they're gonna be on sale tomorrow. And so anyway, so the hearts are kind of a symbol of love and also of self. Like I think about like when I feel something, I feel it usually in my heart. Either that or the pit of my stomach. Like when I first met William, I felt queasy. Like I felt like I was gonna throw up. And I guess that's love at first sight. But normally I don't have that kind of feeling, but I felt that and I was like, I could feel the wheels of destiny shifting around me. And, it was kind of like being on a seesaw. And then I was like almost going to puke in the middle of the store, the bookstore. So don't puke. But also, do feel them butterflies, I guess, if you have the opportunity to. But anyway, so I made these hearts, and then the eyes are kind of a protective symbol. So, like, the evil eye is actually meant to ward away kind of like negative things. They call it the Malocchio. So it kind of bounces off of the eye, and it's like an eye of protection. I also think of like the eye as being a symbol of to see is to know. It's kind of my philosophy as an artist, is like that's how we experience the world. If we have sight, if you don't have sight, then I guess you have to experience it in a different way. But for me as a visual artist, that's one of my greatest tools in my toolkit. So for me, whenever I sign things, I usually put a little an I, and that's like to see is to know. And so when you know yourself, you have a greater power, I think. And I kind of believe that whenever we heal ourselves, we help heal the world. And so one of the things I've been working on the past couple of years is getting more in touch with myself and kind of healing those past traumas, and identifying unhealthy behavioral patterns and helping use the knowledge that I've gained through insight to alleviate some of those behavioral patterns and work towards creating healthier patterns and also healthier boundaries. But anyways, so um, the heart is the eye, and it's kind of like to protect your peace of mind. And I wanted them to be colorful because not only is that Pride Month and it's like rainbow time, but also because I wanted to have something that was like colorful and joyful, a little bit creepy because I'm a little bit creepy, and a little bit colorful because a little bit colorful, but not too colorful. So, and if you have seen my artwork in the past, then you kind of know like my color schemes. So, anyways, these will debut tomorrow. Um, and I don't know if we're going to debut them first on the live or if I'm going to do the sale. I'm probably going to try to do the sale in the morning. And then whatever, we'll do a recap of what hasn't been claimed. That way, William can invoice and ship during the day, and that way people don't have to wait too long to get them. I think that's what we'll do. As I talked it out, Amanda says, wow, these are cool. Susan says, they are all intriguing. Thank you. All right, so that's going to debut tomorrow. I'm going to finish them up. There's some little finishing details I have to do, but I have 40 of these that are going to be done for tomorrow. Now, one of the other things that I've been doing, well, I've been watching the cats as they recover, because that's been my job mostly, is to watch the cats. While William did the majority of the work for the Great Reset, our big reset is I've been working on this sculpture, so I might have to zoom out on this. So I was working on this sculpture, and there was a show that was supposed to be, there was a call for entries for the figure and craft, and I was like, oh, I can do it. And I was working on a piece, and then I was watching the cats and stuff, and I couldn't be at the cottage, so I kind of switched gears and started working on this one. And also so I made this sculpture. The cats helped. Look, they help. You can't see it. Suzanne says watching cats is very important. Well, it is important. So I don't regret that, but I also didn't get as much stuff done as I would like. So I don't know if y'all saw the news, but there was an actor who was a BIPOC actor and who was openly gay. And he had his name was Jonathan Joss, and his home was burned down and his animals were killed, and then he was killed. He was shot down, and unfortunately murdered, which that kind of weighs heavy on my heart, because what's to say that it couldn't happen to me? I mean, I'm pretty open about who I am. I can't kind of cover up that I'm a brown person. Anybody who sees me is gonna see that I'm a brown person. Um, and I'm pretty open about being gay and being married to William. And so I I kind of feel like there is a target on my back. And there have been times that were a little bit scary, where people, because they did not like gay people, they've threatened us. And they said that, like, if ever they saw me in a dark alley, I should be worried. And that they knew where I lived and different things like that. So there's always this sense of maybe like a target on our backs a little bit, just because we are kind of public figures in a lot of ways. Um, and so it's just something that you have to live with. You have to be safe. I admire the people, like young people, who seem like they don't really have to worry about that. But like, I grew up in the wake of Matthew Shepard being killed, and so that was one of the only, not necessarily a role model, but somebody who was openly gay, who was in the kind of public view. And so that was kind of like, and before that, I really didn't know anybody, at least to my knowledge, that was openly gay. And so, um, it is, that's kind of like the first person that I was like aware of that was gay, and they were murdered. Um, and so that was kind of instilled from an early age, that it wasn't necessarily safe to be gay. And I've always kind of had that like self-defense mechanism in the back of my mind, because I don't want to have somebody hit me in the back of the head with a brick. And there's so many instances that there have been, like little, maybe not little, but there have been things where people have done stuff or said things that did not make me feel comfortable or welcome, or have raised my kind of like alarm about potentially having to deal with an issue. So I kind of feel like we have targets on our back. And after the news of Jonathan Joss being killed, I wanted to make something that represented that thought pattern. And like I said, I use my artwork to discuss the things that I think about. Even if I'm making like something whimsical and fantastical, usually it's because I don't want to think about something else. And I use that kind of idea of fantasy as a way to cope with some things that seem too big and too hard, and that you may not have the words for. I think the idea of whimsy is something that we don't have a lot in our lives. That idea of magic is a rare and beautiful thing. And, where anything is possible, where anything that's broken can be mended, anything lost can be found. And, what was kind of torn apart can be made whole again. So, in my mind, it's all connected. It all deals with kind of my perspective on the world and how we kind of heal the world and navigate those kind of the challenges that we're presented with. Susan said that's awful, Andrew. Um, I think it is something that we've had to deal with, and I'm kind of used to it. Now, I don't get as ruffled as I did when I was younger, just because, like, you start thinking about how unfair the world is, but there's only so much that you can do to change that. And just because you feel like there's only so much you can do doesn't mean you shouldn't do the things to help you feel more grounded in your own skin and your ability to live and love freely. Um, but it also, you just become a little bit desensitized by it. So I don't know. But I kind of also express my uh, control over the situations where I feel like I don't have any control by creating artwork. And hopefully by creating artwork, I'm creating a form that is hopefully aesthetically pleasing. I want people to be able to look at my work and enjoy it and not necessarily feel horrified by it. And maybe even create an object of beauty, but also have it be a conversation point where I can discuss those things that I may not be able to talk about. And when I'm gone, because nobody's going to live forever, hopefully these artifacts that I create will kind of last, and those conversations and those thoughts and ideas will live on in a sense, and people can know what it was like to walk a mile in my shoes and be who I am. Because I kind of feel like that as an artist is like we have these gifts that we see and experience the world, and we're able to create a representation of what it means to be who you are, and that's a very special thing. Not everybody has that. So I try to use my artwork to act almost like a time capsule, and so that people can know what it was like to live during this time. And maybe it lasts, maybe it doesn't. you know there's so many artists who don't kind of get that kind of critical fame and they may not be remembered. Um, and you don't really have control over that. And I kind of feel like I don't necessarily want to have control over that. Like, I know some people, they work really hard to ensure that they have that legacy, and I sometimes feel like they make decisions that maybe are more about getting that acumen and that acknowledgement and that kind of footnote in history, but they don't necessarily, there's compromises. So I'm not really interested in that, and I've never really been interested in like getting praise or awards or um, that kind of thing. So the long story of that is that I'm just going to make the work that I want to make and that I feel is important and moving. And hopefully, even if I can't kind of be in the history books, my artwork in some way or some fashion will move somebody in some small way. And that's the most that I can hope for. Hopefully, it will connect to people and give them a moment to pause and think, or not think. Maybe something they need to not think about the horrors in the world, and they need to have a little moment where they can enjoy some beautiful colors or a fantastical kind of mermaid adventure, so that they can, get through the hardship. But anyways. This is all brick stitch, circular brick stitch. If you watched last week, I talked about ways of doing that. This is a little bit harder because it's on a form. So not only do I create, this is all sewn on. There's no glue involved. So this is all sewn on. I actually made a tactical error and was working just on the front of my piece. And so it kind of got imbalanced. But luckily, I kind of was able to kind of shift some of the weight around and was able to make it so it could kind of stay up. But the goal is to cover this entirely in this red and white pattern. And it's all done with circular brick stitch. But you can see, like, I sew it into the surface, and then I sew it into the other pieces. So hopefully it will kind of create a second skin on this piece. And it's still kind of flexible and moves. All right, so that's one thing that I've been working on while I've been watching the cats. It's something that I can kind of hold, in my hand and kind of work on it. And yeah. All right. So who's ready to play mix and match after that? I hate to like transition to that after we've had this like, oh, let me talk about generational trauma and homophobia and violence against queer people and BIPOC people. But, I also think that we have to embrace joy, and we can't live in fear, and we have to, find our happiness in small things and in large things, and not kind of get crushed by other people. So we're gonna hang out and play mix and match. How about it? All right. So up first, I'm gonna try to do this and not trip because William's not here yet. So it's always a little bit of a game to try to make this work out. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. All right. That's a little bit better. It's kind of like dramatic and romantic with this like draped fabric. And it's kind of like a a tweed kind of looking fabric. So I don't know. Anyways, let's start. And I think what I'll start with is, I don't know if this is going to work out because I have to get in there. Let's start with something fun. I don't know about y'all, but I could use something fun. How about, yeah. Hopefully y'all are doing well out there. Let's do, how about, I really like these. I think they are really cool. Some of them are currency. And this is an Asian currency. I think this is Chinese. And they have a hole in them. So they're kind of cool. You can do stuff where you do like a lark's head knot. And you can use them by doing that. You can also kind of create a beaded loop and kind of hook it in and use it that way. So you could like do a bracelet like that. But I think they're really fun. You could also, depending on the hole size, like set them, and they could be like a spinner ring. These are the real coins, and they're kind of heavy. I mean, this is actual like currency. I have two of these that are kind of the same. This one's a little bit darker with a patina, but they're virtually the same. This one has a bigger hole, so it's a little bit different. And then these two are the smaller two. I see these as like reproductions all the time. Like I've seen where like ephemera companies will mold these and then make like little copies of them, and people use them all the time, like in collage work and assemblage work. But I thought this could be cool. I like to use coins in my work. This is a repro, and this isn't actually a coin. I think they call this a bagua, and it's used for feng shui, and um, and it's about kind of having balance. I could be making that up, but I think it's like the I Ching and the Bagua and the Feng Shui. It's all connected. I don't know if y'all remember, like in the '90s, that was really popular. So this is. I can't really do too much of. I have to kind of sell this one as. I got this for $3, and I'm going to sell it for $3. So. There's one of them available. Bagua, it's supposed to be as like a balance. Like there's one that has like a mirror in the middle, and you use it to kind of balance the energy as it comes. Um, and I think it's like, uh, I don't know. I have to look. I'll have to look that up because I'm working on some old information in my brain. I've got one of these available. I can probably do that for $4. And if you're interested in anything, send us. It's first come, first serve. send us an email to info@allegorygallery.com and put that in the subject line. And yeah, that's how you claim. Now this one, these two, I have 2 of those. And also those for $4 also. So they're $4 each. And these ones I'll do for maybe $2 each. Yeah, $2. And I'll have 2 of those available. All right, so we'll do a closer look. This is DEF1, $3. And this is a pendant. And this one, I don't know where the calipers are. So they got raptured. It measures approximately about centimeters. About inch and I don't know, about inch and a quarter. Millimeters, that is almost 30 millimeters. This one, about 35 millimeters. This one is about 35 also. And this one is about 24 millimeters across. And this is what the back looks like. And this is what the front looks like. All right, so these are actual coins, these ones. And then this one is a pendant. And they all have holes in them, but this has a hole specifically to hang stuff. All right, let's see. I've gotten some claims. DF1 has been claimed. Thank you. DF3, one of them has been claimed. DF4, both of these have been claimed. And DF2 has been claimed. So there's DF3, there's one left. So what would y'all put with that? Is there anything that you have in mind that would look good? I kind of think let me see. Is there anything that you would match it with? I don't know. Oh, Sandra's here. Hey, Sandra. How's it going? Julie says I'd layer 2 with jade. That would be cool. Let me see if I have any jade. And then we can see what that would look like. but that maybe not the best idea to do this solo. Some names out here. And Julie says, like, maybe on top of a huge jade donut. I have some of those big donuts at the cottage, but I don't have it here. I don't think. I have to look around. That's the hard part about doing this kind of solo. Is that William's not here to entertain you while I'm hunting around, rooting around. But I think that's a good idea. Let me see if I can find something like that. Like, this isn't quite right, but it kind of has that flavor of it. And I think it could be cool, like what Julie was saying, is if you had it like as a frame, kind of like that flavor. And I know I have those at the cottage, but I don't know if I have any here or not. They do like that idea. What else do you think would go with it? How about some cloisonne? Um, Anna says cinnabar beads with a coin. Julie said that's pretty. How about some cloisonne beads? I found these. These are vintage cloisonne, and they're kind of like in this lapis blue, but they've got the cherry blossom kind of motif. And so it could be like, if I've got something like this, put this like that on top. And then maybe like that, or have this on either side and have this come down like a lariat, maybe. I don't know. But let's see. We'll put this up here. Those cloisonne I can do for 5. So that'll be DEF5, only $5. And there's one available of this lot of 3B cloisonne beads. Julie said I would probably hang some super long beaded fringe from 2 sides with opening on the diagonal. That could be cool. I could see that. Let me see if I've got any beaded fringe to act out that look. So I think if we, I mean, this isn't it, but like a fringe off of that could be neat. So you can have it kind of hanging down like that. I think that could look cool. Yeah. I don't know if I have any cinnabar beads here. But these Amazonite beads would look good, I think. Maybe like that one look. I got paint on this one. I'll put that in there. You might have to wash that off. I think that could be cool. Because it has kind of like a kind of a greenish tone to it. So I kind of like that flavor. Suzanne says they'd be good as connectors too. Yeah, I could see that. Definitely. Or if you wanted to, you could make that into a clasp. So there's a couple different ways that you could do that. Is if you had this as like, if you tied your, let me see. William had this for his project the other day. But like if you had like a beaded strand and then you attached it, and it could be kind of like that flavor. But on the other end, if you had like a bar, like a stick pearl or something, you could have that come in and be really cool. You'd have to find kind of like where like a stick pearl that's like drilled in the middle. Let me find that. If I even have that. Probably I do, I just don't know where. This isn't it, but it would be like this. Like if it was drilled in the middle, you could use this. And it would go like in there like that. Oh, hallelujah.
Hello.
William's here.
It's nice to be that I felt good about.
Yeah, go sit over there and entertain them while I can look around. Because I'm like struggling for my life trying to like entertain people and talk while also looking for things. And that's not the way, let me just say.
No, it's not working.
No.
Oh.
And like I'm so muggy that I keep feeling like I'm like a little bit sweaty.
You didn't turn on the air?
I did, but it's so loud.
Oh yeah, it is loud.
But can you all hear okay when I have the air on? So I don't.
They haven't said anything before when we've had the air on.
Okay, maybe it mutes it out.
Let's
Because I
try
know when
it.
you like hammer on stuff on YouTube, it like or on Zoom, it takes out the hammering.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. So do you like that idea?
Hello, Suzanne. Suzanne says, hello, William. Julie says, that's a great idea. I don't know how much you've read the comments.
I've been trying to keep up.
Yeah, have you caught up with Angela said, I have a coin pendant like that with a silver diamond bell set and a beveled amethyst.
Oh, nice. Sounds good.
Hello, everyone. You got a good number of people watching today.
Oh,
yeah? Yeah.
What is available?
Huh?
Is this stuff like available?
I think all of that is available. I don't think there's anything that's not in this room anymore.
Oh, yeah?
I'm pretty caught up, I think, in there.
Like this? I thought this was for somebody.
Well, was it setting aside?
Yeah.
Then that, yeah. No, but I think I'll check on that. But I'm pretty sure that
this is for somebody.
I'm pretty sure I grabbed those things. Those because you know those.
Okay, put that with that.
Those are for drilling.
And then, like, what about this stuff on the floor?
That's all gone through. I went through all that.
Yeah?
Yep. That's available. I'll check a number just to make sure, but.
What about this?
Let me just check real quick. Maybe as soon as the computer decides it's going to let me.
It's so slow tonight.
I see that.
Bro, it's so slow.
What's going on with the computer today?
It got electrocuted again.
Oh, it had to restart.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I did see the microwave was we lost power at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. We can close all this down. Let's close down those. We just need that up. Hello, Teresa. Susie says, Tate, we are still here. Take your time. How's everybody today? What'd y'all talk about today?
Generational trauma.
Did you? You showed your hearts, I see, it looks like.
I previewed them.
Previewed them?
So that people would know. I'm going to try to sell them tomorrow.
Yes, this is all those lot numbers have been picked for this lot number.
Okay.
It starts with that.
So get rid of everything that's sold.
Okay, let me see what's sold here. Let me catch up. We are at one has sold. We have bags.
It's real interesting today,
It is
y'all.
real interesting today. One has sold. Hello, Julie. 2 has sold. Should I go down and get bags? Oh, there's lots of bags.
This one I set aside because I think those are claimed.
Some of what?
This LL lots.
I think those are all the ones that are still available.
The North Lunsford stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
LL lots. As soon as the computer catches up, I'll make sure. Yeah, because we paused those eye hearts are very cool, says Susan.
Thanks, I tried hard.
1 of these sold.
Okay. What about pearls?
Do you want me to just put both of these away?
No, leave that out.
Leave that one.
We're going to match it.
Okay, so this one is we still have 1 of these. We still have 1 of those. Those are cool. Look at that.
And they're not heavy, but
they're solid.
Because they're real.
Yeah.
It's not the imitation.
And both of the 4s have sold.
You can get rid of that. Those would make cute earrings.
Yeah, they would.
What about Amy with scissors? Scissio.
There you go. Boy, this is super slow.
You telling me, bro?
Wow.
What about these? What is that?
Ooh.
Luxury. Like, you gonna be the empress
Look at
of China
that.
or Japan, wherever.
I like
my
how
strand.
I like how this has color in it from the metal,
The
patina, and then this has color in it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look, I think no matter which one of these, if you somebody got one of these, but no matter which one you get,
Yum yum.
yum yum. Look at that patina with the spark, the color in the pearls. That's a nice strand. Those are nice pearls.
Those are from my stash.
Look at those
How big
little
is that
babies.
strand?
Let's see our ruler here. This strand looks like a 12-inch strand. 11 inches. 11-inch strand.
I can do it for. I can do it for maybe.
That's a
60.
I was gonna say that's a.
Because this is the.
Yeah. That's a good price, y'all.
That's what I paid back in the long time ago time.
Look.
Freshwater peach, top drilled.
They are more than peach. They are lime.
Mm-hmm.
They are strawberry.
Strawberry.
There's some cherry, or there's some red in there. Look at that red.
Oh,
look at that red. Yeah, there's some red in some of those. Some pink.
Those
peach.
are particularly nice.
These are extraordinary pearls.
I kind of don't want to sell it.
You didn't price it like that. You didn't. You priced it to sell.
I should be like 120.
Yeah, these should be definitely. Look at that. Ooh, baby. All right. What number were you looking for? A specific number in this one?
I don't know. Is this available?
Yes, that is available.
Here's called budget friendly.
18. Yeah, these are all. This is all picked and sorted and in boxes already. This stuff is all good to go too. Look at this. How fun would that be?
I mean, these were originally $19 a strand.
These wooden beads. These are super light and super fun.
See, I'm not making it up.
No, he doesn't make it up. $19 a strand.
I could do those for 18.
Yeah, like nowadays they probably do more than that anyway. This is a long strand. This strand is a 24-inch strand.
But wouldn't that be cool? Like, wouldn't that look neat? It's already done. Just hang that. Put little seed beads in it and wrap it on your head. You're done.
Look at that. Or throw some of these in there.
What? You fancy?
You're going to get a little fancy. Look at this, though. Look. You just put a few of these in amongst those. Look how that color comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Super beautiful. What are these over here? These don't have
Amazonite.
They don't have a price.
No.
No one wanted those.
No, I was kind of like struggling for my life before you came. Like, I'm sweating on my nose.
You don't sweat. What's going on? Struggling for your life.
I know, it's hustling.
Well, that's good.
All right. So make it so they can see it.
Make it so they can see it. Those petal pearls are fabulous, says Kimberly.
They're very nice.
Look at how they go well with wood. Put this metal with it. Look at that.
This Princess of Power style.
That is beautiful. Okay, let me get these together here. So this is DF6 over here. Pearls are 60. Yes.
I feel like I'm like a Morlock, and I have to get like a headlamp so that I can navigate.
Do y'all know what Morlocks are? Because I did not.
This from that one where he goes back in time and goes in the future.
Yeah, I had no idea what those were. He kept saying that all our lives together.
I know.
And I'm like, what
did you have to
that?
Google it?
I did. I did have to Google it.
Well, they're the people that live on the underneath, the subterranean.
Yeah, they're subterranean dwellers.
So let's put the lucky penny so that we actually make some sales.
Oh, let's see. We just sold 3, the other 3. Okay. So those are now done.
Off the table.
Off the table.
What
So
about 5? Did anybody get 5?
nobody wants those cloisonne.
You know, somebody begged me for the cloisonne.
I know.
And they said, if you have it, even one more cloisonne.
Even one more.
And so that would make good earrings.
Did y'all see these?
Wouldn't that make good earrings?
Look at those. Cloisonne. You got the whole set. Only $5. You got the whole set. You got 2 small rounds, and you got the little pendant bead. Make
What
a little
about
pair
this
of
to go
earrings
with
with
it?
that. Ooh. Oh, what is with this?
Don't be too aggressive.
What is with this delightfully, oddly
I try
bumpily?
not to mess up your piles.
You mean my necklace?
Yeah, your necklace. So
Oh,
try not to mess it up.
That's good.
That's temporarily strong, so don't pull.
Oh.
That's not for the pulling.
Is this with the cloisonne?
You think? No.
It's a little bit off.
No,
This is a very particular blue. It's
Kind of
lapis blue.
I know. That's metallic.
I think we had some lapis. Didn't we have some? Oh, I had some lapis rounds on near my. What did I do with them?
What you did. I don't want to wait.
Yeah, because I had them with my necklace.
Well, it's not there.
It's not there?
It's on the floor over there. I don't see lapis.
Oh, here they are.
Oh, secrets.
Here, take a look at those and see what you want to do on those.
Maybe 2 each.
$2 each. These are really nice quality. Where's our gauge? Our calipers.
I told you, struggling for my life.
Struggling for your life over here. Where's the calipers?
Oh no.
They're never far from here. Angela says, I do like this mix and match business.
Do you like it?
I hope y'all do. How about these? Okay, so these are DEF 8, and they are $2 each. Let's just do them $8 for the whole. Yeah, let's sell them off, maybe.
Okay.
So these with these.
Even that, well.
That looks good. Well, don't try and sell it. No, you don't think it looks good? I think it looks good. I would totally put those together.
I would put that with the wood.
And this is, I have some of those lapis from you. These are beautiful.
Do you like it?
If I can tell you the size, let me see if I can see. These are about 14-ish millimeters. I'm going to say about 14 millimeters. There's 4 of these. You get all of them for $8.
Yeah, put this over on a pile of stuff that needs to put glass on. Because this is driving me bonkers bananas.
Bonkers bananas.
And not in like a delightful kind
These
of
would actually go really well with these, like he said, this wood. Look at that.
It's like a contrast.
DEF 8, those lapis just sold. Thank you so much. Look how beautiful those are together.
How about this? How about this?
Ooh, look at that.
How about this?
Okay, these sold. Get rid of them. Thank you so much.
Yet.
No, not yet.
No.
No.
You're going too fast, but too slow. Here, put that next to the lapis.
Let me take them out of the bag.
Try it.
Because this bag is not showing the true beauty.
Because they're old. The bag's old.
That bag is old.
This bag is like 20-something years old.
Look at those filigree metal hollow balls.
And they think, I don't know if it's real copper or if it's copper plated.
Yeah, antique copper plated brass.
Okay. So.
Tried to sell DEF 8 again. Sorry, sold a long time ago. But we did sell DEF 5 now. Thank you so much. Nobody still doesn't want these beautiful pearls? What?
You know, there's probably some people's whole budget.
Yeah, I know. But for some people...
I know. Don't try to sell it too hard.
How much you want to sell these for?
Let me see. I put it for $6.
$6.
Because...
$6.
Whole bag.
It is the whole bag. $6 for the whole bag. There's the whole bag, so you
Get
can
rid
see
of
it.
Sparkle Nation since it's not being sold. Anybody have any interest in it? If you want,
Here, get rid of these since they're not being sold.
Oh.
If we're doing that, what's happening here? DF9 just sold. So 5, 8, and 9. These would, oh, I put them off the screen. Anyway, they are sold. These ones up here are sold. We still have
The
7.
wood?
The wood is still available somehow.
Alright, make it 16.
$16. That's below cost.
Don't worry about it.
$16. You want to bring these down too?
No.
He's like, no. I tried, y'all.
No.
But that's really, this is a fantastic price already for these.
Don't
Look at the
try to do me
colors.
dirty, William.
Look at that rainbow of colors. It's June, y'all. Buy the rainbow. Don't you want it?
What is happening?
Don't you want it? Look at those rainbows in there. Okay.
Isn't that a song?
What's the song?
Fanta. Don't you want to? Fanta.
Fanta, Fanta, don't you want that? I don't know. Is it? Okay.
If it's not a real song, it is now.
It is now. Did you want to do these Amazonite?
I thought
They're
that
really
would be
pretty.
nice, but if
They're-
people don't want it,
They didn't put a. You didn't give them a price.
well, you know.
Sandra said it's Pearl Month.
Yeah, I'm into it. Well, I have some story about pearl necklaces, but I won't
No,
tell
you do not talk about that.
Why? They're not new.
They're not
They're
new.
not children.
They're not fresh born.
No, some of them are probably experts.
Okay. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What do you want to do on these? Let's try and sell this beautiful Amazonite.
I could do 2 a piece.
So $20 or
Yeah.
2 lots of 10.
No, it's $20.
$20.
One of it got a little bit of paint, but that comes off with soap and water.
I was gonna say, what was that on there?
Because I was flicking the dirty brush and I got some, but it comes right off. In theory, I could take it off right now.
There's a little bit. There it is, right there. And then there was a bigger splotch on one somewhere. Anyway, maybe I rubbed it off already. Oh, right there. That's paint. Yeah, it just needs a little soap and water. DEF 10, $20. $20. These are beautiful nuggety Amazonites. That's priced at only $2 a nugget. Really good deal. And I think that look at this with the wood. I'm gonna try this wood thing again. Look at these.
Brings out that
Oh,
browner strands.
you don't like that? What's happening, y'all? And you don't have to use this wood all at once. Did you see in my necklace that I made with y'all, I used some of those crystal drops and I put just like 3 of them together. You could do that with these. Just put a few of them together in your design, put a little bit in between, something in between, and you don't have to use them all.
How about this?
Or you
one?
could. I think it'd be really cool. A little flutterby. All right, what is this?
Stone.
A stone.
White jasper.
White jasper. I was going to show this the one day, and then I didn't know what it was, so I put it aside. White jasper. Look at how pretty. So that with those,
Oh, I like that.
right?
Kind of beachy, but kind of deserty.
Yeah, you got the beach and the desert going on in there. You got a
Where's
little.
that?
You need a little bit of jade now to pull out some of that green.
He keeps talking about the jade, the thing we don't have.
Did I keep talking about it? When did I talk about it?
Somebody else mentioned it.
Oh, so I keep talking about it.
It's all right.
And then put this with it. Look at that. Talk about a beachy, deserty vibe. So cool. Okay,
I'm doing like a cat.
how much are these? The white jasper.
$12.
$12 only for that strand?
Here, another one.
Did I make that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like it.
Yeah. So that's not my style.
That's nice. But I'm trying to make an area.
Good. Make that area. Okay, I'm going to move the things that have sold now because, well, these coppery ones, have you got these coppery ones?
There we go.
Look at that.
Mix and match.
It is mix and match tonight. Look at those with that. Ooh la la. I like that a lot. Let me take them out of the bag because I know they're sold, but that person who bought them might want to grab these with them once they see the beautifulness. Look at that. Stunning. Okay, so let me.
What about this?
We have a request for the size of the white jasper. So let me. Still haven't found our calipers. Oh, they're right here. In where they belong. How about that? All right. So these are 10 millimeter. 10 millimeter on the white jasper. Things we didn't go over on the pearls. These pearls are approximately 13.5 by 11.5. The wood is approximately 19.5 by 8.5. And then these Amazonite are approximately 17 by 20.5. Okay, let me clear the things that have sold. So far, la 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 la. 5 has sold. Thank you. 5 has sold. 6 has 6 sold. No. Has 7 sold? No. Has 8 sold? Yes. 8 has sold. Thank you, thank you. Has 9 sold? 9 has sold, yes. 11 has sold twice. That's the white jasper. Sorry, y'all. We've only got one strand of it.
I can look, but I think that is it. Maybe.
Huh?
You never know.
You never know. But it has now sold. I'm moving it off the table.
Right.
Or should I leave it on the table
So
to matchy it?
What about are you want to keep matching or what?
Ooh, those would match pretty well. Look at that little set. That's pretty groovy. Let me put this back out because I think even though the white jasper sold.
What's this?
Oh, we'll start with that then. Well, I want people who bought this to see that maybe they want to match with it. Look at this, everybody. This is a chalcedony.
Faceted.
Faceted natural chalcedony. Ooh, look at it glowing. And this is about a 6 millimeter faceted round.
How long is
It is about 14 inches.
$10.
Whoa! $10. Yeah, 14 inches. Andrew's just giving them all away today.
I don't know, whatever.
DEF 12. $10.
I like it because it's kind of milky.
It is milky.
But in like a nice way, like a milk tea.
Like, look how it takes on the warmth of that wood. DF12 has just sold.
What about this one?
Oh, I know some of y'all love the Goldstone.
Well, this is different.
This is different.
It's Goldstone and blue Goldstone.
It's a mix of the two gold stones, brown and blue, in these little squares.
Together forever.
Together forever and never to part.
Birds of a feather.
Birds of a feather. And this is I believe a 16. Yes, a 16-inch strand. And these little squares are about 6.5 millimeters by about 3. As far as thickness, they're about 3. Aren't those cool? I feel like I'm too close. What is happening?
I don't know.
Whoa! Whoa! What's going on here, everybody? There we go. Are you on the... Which camera are you on? Back ultra wide. Yeah, your phone is so different from mine, I feel like.
Mine's getting older.
Yeah. All right, so DEF 13. How much you want for that gold stone? Like $12? $8? Not even 10?
No,
$8. I'm just giving away the store today.
now it's getting cold.
Oh, well, let me.
Hot, cold.
I know, he's never happy.
Well, you know what? I'm not sweating bullets.
No.
Trying to run and do.
No, you have me for help now.
Correct.
Look at that. DEF 13, $8 for that full strand of that beautiful gold stone in blue and brown gold stone.
You got this?
You got this?
I'll go downstairs.
No, you're still handing me. What are you talking about?
Me and Idabel can cuddle.
He talks about he had to watch the cats, right? But then he actually, I think, secretly really liked watching the cats.
I didn't get as much work done.
No, you did not.
True.
That is true. We've sold 13. Thank you so much. 13 has been sold. What are these little things you found here?
I thought that was a little the glass pearl.
What is this?
How about other people talk?
Other people are talking?
What do you think would go well with this?
Angela says, glad you're talking about the wood ones. I'm about to pitch them in the doom pile.
Doom?
What's the doom pile?
Doesn't sound good.
No, that doesn't sound good.
Sounds not good.
Somebody saved DEF 7 from the doom pile.
Oh, you're gonna pitch it. You hate them.
You hate them? You don't like the wood beads? What's wrong with them?
Apparently they're doom-worthy.
Doom-worthy. Look at this, everybody. Look at this pendant. This is beautiful. What do you think on this one, Andrew? 14?
I could do 12.
12. DEF 14. $12. That is a beautiful pendant, and that would go really well with that chalcedony. Look at that. Stunning. That really brings out that's like done. Just put that together. Maybe add, I don't know. These could work. These could work too. If we want to throw some of these in there.
Yeah, I'm too hot.
I think even with the wood, that would be really pretty. Anna says, I already have those wood beads. I have some from you. Thank you.
I can't remember here. We got them from a Filipino vendor that I don't see anymore.
All right. So this one is without the bail. This is about 2.5 inches by about 1 3/8 inches.
Any suggestions?
Anybody have any suggestions? Andrew wants to not hear from me. He wants to hear from you.
What about these?
Let me put away the ones that have sold. We're running low on room. So
these kind of have the flavor of those filigree beads, but very different.
Y'all were talking to Andrew quite a bit about choices before I came in. Don't
really.
stop. I thought I was seeing a lot of comments for it.
Maybe.
Don't stop telling us what you want to see things with.
They probably got discouraged because I couldn't find anything.
Oh, well, don't be discouraged now because I'm here. And I can help.
Like trying to do this and balance this and keep stuff from collapsing.
What are these?
They're epoxy clay beads.
They look like leather,
And
like stitched leather.
A little bit of mirrors in them. How many are there?
2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of them.
I could do them 50 cents each.
So $5.
They're not too expensive, but I think they're fun.
They're super fun. Julie's asking, thinks metal stampings would go well with some of this.
Like what?
Like what kind of metal would you think would work with this, Julie?
Like
let us know.
Stampings or like...
Anna says, pick a color. Says color, pick a color. Julie says tribal. I could kind of see these going with tribal for sure.
You know what those remind me of? The skirts, those big flowy skirts that had those little mirrors kind of sewn into them.
Yep.
I know you're not supposed to say gypsy anymore, but like gypsy. What do you call that?
Julie says brass. She thinks brass would work with this.
Traveler.
Ooh, excuse me. Yeah, what do you Romani, I think. Anna says blue goes really well with the orangey brown wood.
Like this kind of blue?
You know I hate these big tails.
Gilbert,
I love his tail.
His big tail?
Big tail. Look at this blue.
Is that the wrong color?
I think this looks really good with these browns. We've just sold 15. Thank you so much. Those are the mirror balls. That's a really pretty blue to go with brown. Now I'm getting hot. What are you doing, Andrew?
I'm sucking up on the tool.
Look at that. Ooh.
Ooh.
Look at that. That looks beautiful. Are you mocking me? Why are you mocking me? I'm trying to be in a loving. That didn't sound like it, y'all. What do you think? What do you think? Okay, so how much are these DEF 16s?
Which is it?
That's the crystal.
What do you think?
$4? You normally sell the long ones for what? $7?
So it's like half of the strand.
So I said about $4.
Yeah. 3 or 4.
Anna says, are they crystal? They are crystal. Chinese crystal, 8mm faceted rounds. That is such a lovely, I can't get over, especially when you put it with this. It just really brings out how deep and sensational that blue is. Like over this, they're okay. Now they're beautiful. Look at them hitting the screen. Like they are making the camera. Look at the flashing that's happening. Somebody's trying to get in to see you.
Who is it?
Who is it? He's so distracted by his kids. Oh, I do like these. Look at these. Oh, it's IDB. That's Ida Bell. Sometimes we call her IDB. Ida Bell. IDB. IDB. Hello, baby. Everybody's been asking about you. Everybody's been asking about you. Yeah. Oh, such a good girl. Okay, these are stampings. And you get 1 of the big ones and 3 of the small. And that's DEF 17. How much are those, Andrew? Oh, we'll find out in a moment, folks. We'll find out in a moment. All right. It looks like nobody wants 10, which is the Amazonite. I'm going to cut the price down to 18. That's the lowest we can go, everybody. Just one try on that. Barnaby. Hi, buddy. Hi, buddy. What you doing? Big paws. Handsome boy. Missed you. Okay. Those would be pretty with a gold stone. Oh, Barnaby. Oh, Barnaby. Oh, look at that handsome boy. Oh, Barnaby.
Like,
What is happening? Somebody else is trying to get in now. Okay. So somebody thinks those blue would be good. Barnaby came to see Cinnamon, says Suzanne. Oh. Just bearable. Somebody said that they think that blue, I think, would go good with the goldstone. These ones? The crystal are you talking about? These? Or were you talking about these gold-colored pressings? Those look good, right?
Kind of steampunky.
Right. How much are those?
I could do 50 cents a piece.
So $2. Let me put this. Do you have a lighter green to put with the Amazonite?
A lighter green?
A lighter green.
Like what kind?
A lighter green what?
Like
Any lighter green? Lighter green. We had some light green crystal. Oh, I was using it. They probably liked my crystal in my necklace I made the other day. DEF 17. Everyone liked that light green in my necklace the other day. I don't know if we've got any more of that. Well, hello, baby. Hello. This is a 16 millimeter disc for the smalls and a 23 millimeter disc for the large. DEF 17, $2.
Normally, I don't let her run wild, but
Hi, hello.
she's recovering.
Come on. You want to come up here? Yeah, you want to talk to everybody? Come on. Yeah, say hi. Hello. Yeah, hello. How was your day? Good? Yeah?
Yeah.
I missed you. Yeah, I did. Oh, you missed me too. Oh. Oh, you ready for some food and some crunches, huh? Yeah. Oh. So good. She's such a sweet girl. Such a sweet girl. You want to entertain everybody? No? Oh. Oh, where are you going down? You can't go up there. You want to kiss the camera? Oh, okay. What are you doing? You like to be in here with us? Yeah. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We just sold 17. Thank you so much.
What about this?
Oh, that'd be nice. I know some people who've got this, but I know some people probably don't too. The Amazonite is beautiful, but needs a green garnet, prehnite, chunky pearls, or something to pull the green out, says Anna. How about serpentine? How about serpentine? Oh, hello. Hello. Oh. These are serpentine. Yeah. You want to show? Yeah, you want to show everybody? Okay, honey. I gotta put you down. There you go.
Don't bust your stitches.
She come running at full speed to the door to me when I came home today.
Oh, that's stressful.
I know. I was like, you need to slow your roll, little girl. Okay. Anna said it needs the green.
What do y'all think?
What do y'all think of the serpentine green? That's pretty right there. Anna says that works. Right? So these are serpentine. They're kind of deluxe serpentine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are. I know. Yeah, deluxe serpentine. She's given the side comment. Look at how.
Usually that's my job.
Who you? Yes, you. All right. So these are approximately 2.5 millimeters faceted rounds. They were 15, but we'll do them since we're doing the giveaways things today. We'll do them for 12. We've got 11 of them available, and that would be DEF 18. They were 15. I think they were 18 originally, actually.
No, ma'am. Don't be chewing up plastic.
Hey! What? Yeah, you can't have that. You can't have that, baby girl.
She found another.
You gonna find them all? Yeah. Yeah.
She's gonna help.
She's helping clean. DEF 18 are these. I'm gonna put some things away because we're running low on space.
We're getting cluttered.
We're getting cluttery. Okay, so nobody wants the pearls. So the pearls, those are going right into Andrew's stash again, I think. We'll hand those right over. Do not pass go. The wood, nobody wants the wood. It's going away. I know. I thought for sure.
You know who's probably just
that is
about the situation right now?
Who?
Barnaby.
Barnaby?
He sits outside that door wanting to come in so hard.
I know. And then who gets to come in?
Little Miss Idabel.
Little Miss IDB.
Alpha Idabel.
Alpha Idabel. Let's see. 16 has not sold, so we're going to leave this out. That's a really good deal. These have sold, so let me put... let's do 15 away first, because that has sold. Thank you all. Thank you all.
She found another one.
We've sold one of 18 so far. Thank you so much. She found another one. She's finding the ends of the... like when we cut these off, sometimes they go flying. And so she's finding all of the plastic ends and trying to chew on them.
Oh.
Did you find another? Did you find? Yeah. What'd you get under here? Yep. Here's another one. We'll have to bring you in here more often, IDD. Kimberly says, I just realized I'm going to be in concessions during the make-along unless it's postponed. We have to see what we're doing. Yeah. No. All right. Nobody has gotten 10, even though we reduced the price, so that is going away. That's the Amazonite. And let's see, we still have 14, which is this beautiful pendant. Nobody likes the pendant. Let's see, 16 we just sold. Thank you so much. That's the blue crystal. Did you do that, IDB? You talking them into it? All right, so 16 has sold.
No, ma'am.
Don't make your daddy nervous. Yeah. Ooh, I love you. You're a good thing. What did I drop? Oh. Hi, sweetheart. Okay. These have sold. We're clearing this. Oop. Find it, IDB. That sold. We need that, wherever that went.
What is it?
It's one of those small...
Oh, the disc?
Yeah, the disc.
She didn't get it.
No? Where'd it go, IDB? Yes, she did. She said, tell me I didn't get it.
She got it?
She's playing with it over there. She's right here. Yeah. Did you get it? Yeah.
She says she can help.
She is helpful.
She can help.
She's very helpful.
And now where did she put it?
It's in that, I think it was in that plastic thing. Or was she playing with something else? What? Oh my. We'll find it. Okay.
Alright.
Okay, here's what we have.
Nobody wants that pendant, that big agate?
I know, nobody wants the big agate.
Look at her. She needs a cool down, she said.
Oh, yeah.
The rest of the house is like a sauna.
The downstairs is pretty cool, actually.
Oh, is it?
I think so. I have
Well,
not.
let's make that happen in the upstairs then.
Our air conditioner in the bedroom started making some bad noises. Sorry, honey, you can't come up here, my girl. You can't come up here, my girl. It started making some terrible noises the other night. And so we can't actually use it.
Oh,
I know. Kimberly says, I pretty much missed everything, these concessions. Oh, you're in concessions now. Look back over the replay. Well, we have this still. This is still available. The beautiful strand of pearls is still available. Well, Andrew he took that back.
It has been reclaimed.
The Amazonite is still available. We reduced the price to $18, so that's still available.
Alright, let's do something else.
Let's get rid of all this. Andrew's getting bored. We can't have Andrew getting bored. Ida Bell's antsy too. Oh my goodness. Everybody's
so
creative around here. We have this that we thought went really well with the Amazonite, but it still didn't tempt anybody.
What about this?
Look at that. So nice. What about this?
I think that's so fun.
That
it's
is whimsical. Pendant. Kimberly says, I was drooling on the pearls. Andrew took them away. Look at that, carrying his luck around.
Who can't use a little bit extra?
I know. How much is this little bugger?
Bugger means something bad.
Does it?
It means when you put in your bum cheeks.
In the U.S. or you in some other country?
Well, we're streaming internationally.
Oh, so we can talk about pearl necklaces, but not.
I didn't actually get to tell that story, so.
But that was okay. All right. How much is this little thing?
I was telling you.
IDD. This is DEF 19. $6 he's willing to let it go for. DEF 19.
She's so happy.
She is happy to be in here. And it's two-sided too. Look at that.
She's so happy.
And this is 1.5 inches wide. DEF 19. That's an interesting find right there.
How about this?
Meow. Oh. Ooh.
You know what would go well with that.
I do know what would go well with this. Those.
No, ma'am.
What are you doing over there? You don't know. I know. Ow! What are you doing? She's attacking me. Ow! Your nails are sharp, little girl. You didn't get them cut because you are in your surgery time.
I cut them right before our surgery.
I know, but not since.
She's like, are you gonna talk bad about me on camera? Okay, I'm done. Hand it over.
Oh, careful. Her little meow is so sweet, says Julie. So this is is it Amazonite or Peruvian opal? Same thing, right?
They're related.
So this is Amazonite, and this is a 12-inch strand, and That was 18. Let's do maybe 15.
Because they're a little bit bigger than that one.
Yes, they are. They're 3.5 millimeters. And it says that pendant reminds me of Monopoly, fun focal for a games necklace. Absolutely. And it has sold. Thank you so much.
I thought y'all would appreciate that.
So one more time, we're going to bring out DEF10 and see how this looks together. DEF10.
She doesn't want me to put her away.
No, of course not. She wants to be in here with us. She can be in here with us.
No, I don't know. I need a focus.
Yeah, you do. You're getting lost in Idabel thought. Look at how pretty those are together. And if you add, I think if you added some of that Chalcedony we had earlier, the Chalcedony faceted rounds, that would be banging. Maybe a little one or two of those little wood beads as well, or those copper filigree rounds in there. Something to bring out the brown as well in that. All right. So there we go. DEF10. I'm going to put that back away. It'll probably come out again. But for now, it's taking up room. Sorry, DEF10. I don't know why I brought my keys up here.
Do you hear it?
She's knocking. Knock, knock, knock.
Can you hear that or no?
They probably can't with the air conditioner going.
Oh, donut.
Donut. Oh, so this is DF20. Only one of these. This is particularly beautiful Amazonite too. Look at this.
This might breathe though.
Ooh, that's loud. Throwing them down on the desk. This make my ears hurt.
My mom, she used to play this game called Sequence. And so when it's a game where you like cut up cards and you put them on a board and then you play with like poker chips. And I don't know how I can't remember how you play it, but it's called Sequence. And then she would go and she'd flip them on the thing and she'd make a loud sound. She'd purposely flip it. And then she'd go, count it up. And then they would go, flip, flip, flip.
Flip, flip, flip.
How about these? You never showed that.
Oh, okay.
You think that could go well with that little charm?
Look at those. I think they could go well with this.
Mm-hmm. That's pretty.
With that little charm.
Whoa. Little charm.
I know. It's a little bit bigger than little, but look at those.
Those are Japanese.
Japanese glass pearls.
I don't know if they're glass or plastic.
Oh, okay.
But they're from Japan.
8 millimeters by about 19 and a half. How much are they for the set of 5?
50 cents each.
$2.50. $2.50. Are they? They're probably plastic now that I'm looking at them.
They're nice, though.
They are very nice.
Vintage Japanese.
Vintage Japanese. DEF21, $2.50. I think they do go really well with the Amazonite. Like, look. That makes some nice little earrings. Or a necklace. Like, just a necklace like that with one little drop. It'd be super light, super dainty, but beautiful. What do y'all think? Like that? Look at that. Super cute. DEF20 and DEF21. We've sold 21. Thank you so much. So we've sold 1 of 18 so far. We've sold 19 and we've sold 21.
quartz.
Is that quartz or glass?
It's supposed to be quartz.
Quartz. It's very. Ah! He just hit me on the face. Look at this beautiful quartz.
I think it's quartz. I think it's quartz.
It looks like quartz.
It feels cold.
It does feel very cold.
And the room is not cold.
Yeah, and there's a little inclusion right there. That's not glass, or that would have cracked. Beautiful quartz strand. 2, let's see, 5, 10, 15, I think 17 beads on there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Yep, 17 beads on there. They are 12 millimeter rounds, smooth rounds, stunning quality quartz. Susan says, yikes, look at that quartz. I know you like the quartz, right? Yeah, there's a little bit of inclusions in there that tells me those are quartz and not glass. But look at that clarity. This is DEF 22. And what's the price on this, Andrew? Do we want to do, you think 12? We'll do it at 12. He agreed. He's letting that hot air in over there. You need to be paying attention to your friends over here.
Well, it's kind of like in real life where I'm looking for the cats.
You do. You do.
One time your mom got so mad at me.
My mom did?
Because we were supposed to go somewhere and we were at the flea market, that Jonah flea market.
Uh-huh.
And I saw kittens and I chased after those kittens. And I was like, look, kittens. And she was, this is when we first met, and she was like, we gotta go. Stop playing with the cats. We gotta go.
That's funny.
And I was like, but kittens.
I believe that too. Let's see. So this is
She's
DEF
like,
22.
yeah, they're cute. We still gotta go.
We still gotta go. DEF 22, $12 only for that quartz. That's a really good deal for exceptionally clear quartz. Anna says, pretty sure I have that quartz from a source we don't talk about or buy from anymore. Good thing quartz cancels bad vibes.
These aren't from them, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, these wouldn't be from them, but.
Because that's already, is it strung up?
Hmm?
On stretching?
These are on stretch.
Yeah, I got that from, not from them.
Not from them.
But what can you do? Burn some sage.
Right?
When you know better, you can do better.
It's not the gemstone's fault.
I know. Bless its heart.
Bless its heart. It doesn't know who it's being sold by. Quartz is a master healing and protective gemstone. Yep, and that is nice.
We'll keep it on Idabel's throat.
Idabel. You want to wear that, Idabel?
She would be so cute.
She would be very cute with that. All right.
Who would love it is Tallulah.
19 has sold. Oh,
She gets
Tallulah.
so jealous that the other cats get collar.
Yeah, she doesn't have a collar.
You would think that she would want a collar, but she keeps trying to get a collar.
She does. All right.
She kept stealing my beads the other day, and it was so annoying. Because I was trying to sit with Idabel and not move her around very much. And she kept trying to steal the beads and knocking stuff over. And she'd put her paw directly in the seed bead bowl and, like, feel it around like she's omelette or something with them lentils. I said, this is not omelette.
This is not.
Get your hands out the beads.
Get your hands out
And
the
so
beads.
she knocked the whole thing over.
She's sassy. She gets that from her her golden daddy.
From her white daddy.
White daddy's not
else
sassy.
got hateful today?
Who?
Yesterday? Gilbert.
Oh,
Because
Gilbert
I started
did.
playing with the other cats.
Yeah.
And then so he went and he knocked over the beads on purpose.
He jumped down and knocked them over.
And that's not a mistake. Because he oftentimes jumps down from the couch and doesn't touch the beads. And then since I was playing with Idabel and Gertie, he got salty, and so he didn't want to share, and so he gonna go and show out.
Whoa. Anyways.
What do you want? Or do you want to start fresh?
Andrew put these up and I didn't show them. Look at these Amazonite beauties. These are 2.5 millimeter faceted rounds in Amazonite, micro-faceted rounds. This is DEF23, and these were 18, but it looks like we're going down to
18.
That's what they were.
Then not 12.
Not 12?
18 to 15.
15? All right.
Don't be wild.
You said because these were the bigger size, so that's why we were doing that before.
Wow.
Look at that. Jealous brother, says Anna.
Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
There are 3 of these available. 3 of these
Susie
left.
Could hear me across the street.
Look at this beautiful natural Amazonite.
Don't worry about it, Susie.
Don't worry about it.
Nobody's getting murdered.
LOL. Funny kitties, says Anna. Anna says, any larger Amazonite in this color?
Maybe. I have Peruvian opal color.
Peruvian opal?
Not quite. But this is for looking. This is not for selling.
Oh, I can't sell this? I'm not allowed to sell this, y'all.
No, because it's mine.
That's Andrew's strand. He just wants to tease you with it.
It's almost not quite as. It's a little bit paler. But it's almost there.
Yeah, almost. All right.
What about these that go with the first ones? We had those Chinese coins. I think those would go great.
These were $1 each.
How many are there?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 16 of them.
And they have dragons. Aren't those cool? We watched this thing called The Most Ugly House in America. And I don't really think that a lot of those houses are ugly. They're just a particular design style.
If you've seen it, it's season 6 is the current season of The Most Ugly House in America. And we didn't realize that the season was still going on. So we watched them and then there were no more. So we don't know who has won the most ugly house yet.
But anyways, one of the houses, they had dragons all over it.
Yeah, they did.
But that's not really the house's fault. Just put all your stuff in a box.
Right. So these are $16. They're $1 a bead. DEF 24.
But that's the thing. Like some of the people, they're like, oh, and we spent
14 millimeters.
Over asking price for it.
Yeah, they did.
I said, you picked that.
Yeah, they did.
And they're like, I fell in love with this house that I instantly want to remodel.
Yeah, I don't think that I would want to pay over asking price for a house that I knew that we were going to remodel. Unless it was like a super good deal.
Mm-hmm. But when it's like a $500,000 house and then you're going to, I don't know.
These are vintage Chinese ceramic. There are 3 of them. They were $1.50 each. Let's just do them for $1 each. $3 for those.
Wouldn't that go well, I think, too?
These are 12 millimeters by 28 millimeters. Go well with these.
I know, like the water.
Well, with these.
That kind of brings out that bluey green.
Yeah, it does.
What do you think?
What do you think of those, everybody? Look at that combo. Brings out that bluey green in those. Real good. Add a little bit of carnelian to that, maybe. That'd be opulent. Vintage Chinese ceramic beads. That is taking up so much room. Nobody is saying anything. Anybody have any suggestions? What to do next? I'm going to remove these.
Did anybody buy any?
We've not sold since 21.
What?
Unless my email is behind. But let's get rid of 18. We've sold one of those. And let's move these down. I still can't believe we have not sold this. 22. $12 only.
Alright, make it 10.
10? I've been $10. There it goes. That's the last markdown on that. We can't go lower than that.
I just keep it.
I know. That's a $10. You know, we sell. They're like 6mm size stones in a bracelet for I think $12 in store. These are, and they're not this nice. These are beautifully clear quartz, 12mm, twice the size, for less money.
For those dragons.
Ooh, look at these pearls.
If they don't sell, I keep it.
Yeah. That's beautiful, says Anna. I think talking about these two together. They look really good. Oh, we sold 24. Thank you so much. Look at these stick pearls, center drilled.
This is an old strand.
Get this whole strand. Oh, we just sold 22 with that price down.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I can do this for 36.
36. This is DEF.
I can't make any lower than that.
DEF 26.
And I will keep it.
36. Yeah, if nobody buys that for $36, that's a keeper. But look at how, like, if these were spacers in between with, like, those.
Just the dragon spines.
Look at that.
Lucky dragon.
Oh, what a combo right there. Andrew's putting the combos together for you tonight.
Well, I haven't heard any suggestions.
It's like on fire right now.
Maybe.
Okay. Let's see. 22 sold. Let me put that away.
That could go well with a crystal, too.
Hmm?
A crystal with that.
With those pearls?
What doesn't go with those
I know. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we just sold 25 as well. That's these.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sometimes it surprises me what does sell and what does not sell. Okay, 24 has sold. Like these, okay, so just one last look before we start putting some of these away. Again, I think this is somebody got 24, but if you didn't, or if you did get 24, put them with 23 and with 26.
Bro.
Bruh, bruh. Look at that. Okay.
Put it down.
Put it down, he says. Put it down. Okay, let me put these down. 26 is there. 23 is over here. Oh, look at that. Stacy Louise. Okay, 24, going away, going away, going away. 24, and let's put 25 away. 5 is sold. What do y'all think of that? Look. Okay, I just want you to imagine this is a necklace. Picture it. This is a necklace with that pendant by Stacy Louise Smith.
You got 2 to pick from.
2 to pick from. Oh my!
She called them the Gold Rush pendants.
Look at those. Opulent with that. So let's see this. That's DEF27. How much are those pendants?
They were 24. 18.
18?
Yeah, she don't make them anymore though.
Wow. Okay, so we'll do that for that one. Gesundheit. 28 was 24, now 18. Lovely, says Anna. Thank you. So there they are. Those are really good deals on these pendants. These are artisan polymer.
You know, I don't really think of her as a Pennsylvania artist because she was on the other side.
But she is.
But she's a Pennsylvania artist.
Stacy Louise Smith.
I like her.
Me too. She's good people. So this is DEF28, $18. DEF27, $18. Both of them would go beautifully with those pearls. The pearls are $36. DEF26. Oh, and that pearl strand is approximately a 15-inch strand.
What about this?
Y'all like that? Look at that. Wow.
I can't remember who made that. But it's gold-filled wire.
And what are we putting on that one?
Retail, what's the tag say?
Tag says gold-filled $139.95.
What's half? 70?
Yes. Where's the other Sharpie? What did I just do with it? Did you pick it up?
Nope.
Here it is.
I could do for 60.
So it was 140. Doing it for 60. So just so you can see, that's the tag. Didn't make it up. Now doing it for 60. DEF29. Gold-filled wire. All that wire work. Encapsulating that beautiful cab. $60. Kimberly says, that is amazing. And Anna says, that would be pretty with lighter purple too. These? Yeah, because they've got the purple in them. They've got the purple. Let me move the Amazonite. Nobody wants Amazonite tonight, apparently. I don't think any of the Amazonite is sold tonight. So let's move these away. Not even one Amazonite is sold tonight.
Lighter purple.
Lighter purple. I'm going to move 23 out of the way.
How about this?
So two strands here.
That furnace glass.
Furnace glass. That's a cool look with that, right? Because there's a little bit of like gold and green in there. There's some green in there. Isn't that's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool look. What size are 23? Did I just put them back? 23. Those are, let me pull them out because doing it with the bag. 2.3, so about 2.5 millimeter, 2.3 millimeter DEF 23. All right, and what's the furnace glass price?
I could do them for $10 each.
$10 each, 2 of them available. Furnace glass.
I don't think it's David Christensen.
We don't think it is, which is why the price is not up there. Beautiful furnace glass, different shapes. There are 2 strands available. DEF 30, $10 each. That is cool, says Anna. Anna says, okay, I have that size. Thank you. Thank you for checking. You must be super organized, Anna, to be able to look that quickly to know you've got that size. Good job on the organization.
How about this?
Oh, I like these. Ooh, I like these. D, E, F. Not talking about those yet. $6 each. 3 of these available. Look at those. They're blue and they're purple. And they have that gold metallic. Look at those, how luxe those are together. I need to be able to hang this light to sit right here like that.
Chandelier.
I know. Look at that, everybody. Or 27, which is this one.
Reliving my childhood trauma.
Hold the light for Dad. Okay. Like Tanzanite, says Susan. Yeah, they are. Look at those. Oh, that's so nice, everybody. Anna says, no, the tiny, LOL. The tiny strands are close to me. I see. Okay, that was 28. That was 27. This is DEF 31. $6 each. And these are
Good check.
Check glass. They are 5.6 by approximately 8.1. And to give you a close-up, this is their shape. All right, DEF 31. And then a whole pack of S-word.
Yeah, bicone.
Bicones
in case you need it.
Lilac.
Unless you need some spacers.
And these are, do they say? No. Let me see if I can grab one. Ooh, they're hard to grab. I'm not opening the package. 4 millimeters. 4 millimeters. DEF 32. How much are those?
It was 20 for the bag, but I can do 18.
18. So imagine these with those with this.
Yeah.
Look at that, everybody. And this is that color really complements the pendant.
Doesn't it?
Look at those.
Contrast.
Look at those. So beautiful. We just sold one of 31. Thank you so much. running out of room here. Oh, you threw this up here too.
Like a secret.
Like a secret. Look at those. What is this?
I think it's tin cut.
Oh, the tin cut.
Because they're not all the same.
No, they are not. Tin cut glass in this beautiful lavender amethyst color. And how much is that?
I have to do 14.
$14 only. Tin cut. That is 5.5 millimeter. I love this. I love how it's cut.
Because I get a little bit of sparkle from lots of different.
Yeah, they just like chopped it away. And it's such, they make such interesting beads then. Like each one's different. And like on something like a bracelet. Like look. That's beautiful. Really pretty. DEF 33, $14 only. All right. Let's see here. What did we do? We sold 31, which is one of these. And I think we've done, let me put some of these away.
What about these ones?
With some of this?
No, never mind.
Okay.
Nobody wants that deluxe pendant?
Nobody wants the deluxe pendant.
Or do you think we should keep it up and mix and match?
What do you think, everybody? Should we keep it up and play mix and match with this some more? All right, I am going to remove 27. We've played with these. Nobody seems to want those pendants. Those are really beautiful artisan-made pendants. I'm surprised.
Sure, stuff usually sells out pretty quick.
I know. Let's see here. 26. Nobody wants the pearls. Those pearls are going to go back to Andrew if nobody grabs them in the next few minutes. They'll go back into his stash.
You don't believe it, but it's true.
Yeah, these will not be available for the rewatch. They are not available after they go back to him. These are a limited time only. You've got to be watching live to get your chance at these. Vintage freshwater pearls, stick pearls, drilled center. $36 for the strand, one strand available. See, I told you purple does not sell. I don't know why. We've sold one of these. This is more like everybody says, it's kind of like that tanzanite. Bluey purple, changes colors. But purple in general, I don't know why.
They used to sell it non-stop.
I know.
I got a kid called Spirit Walk. I got such nasty emails because it sold out instantly. And people like, I wanted that, and that's my color. And purple is this color of, I can't remember what it's the color of, but it's the color of something. And then I was like, well, I don't have any more beads. And then they're like, well, you shouldn't do that.
That happens sometimes. Beautiful S-word crystal, 4mm bicones in lilac. One gross, $18. Going back soon. The furnace glass, these two strands available. Furnace glass, $10 each only, DEF 30. Those are going back now. I think we'll clear the deck.
What do you want to do? We're all interested in seeing.
Oh, we just sold one of the 28s.
Oh, good.
That's the pendant.
Hooray.
Thank you, thank you. Somebody liked it.
I liked it. They
They
really
really liked it. Yeah, that's Stacey Louise Smith. Those pendants are nice. Okay, she did. 29 we're putting back.
Maybe this looked good with it if it was in the right color.
If it was in the right color.
On the AG.
AG fine pewter toggle. That one's got a little bit of
Patina.
patina on it. That antique copper finish, I know. Okay.
What do you want to see next?
Let's put these. Here's your pearls, Andrew.
Thank you. I'm ready to receive.
Ready to receive. 31's going back. We're clearing the deck. What would y'all like to see next? What colors? Los colores.
Or you can make it a challenge.
Who's making a challenge?
You can throw down.
Me?
No, somebody else.
Somebody else? Throw down a challenge?
Make it audience participation.
Anna says, are they separate lots, the pendants? Yes, the pendants were separate. One was 27, one was 28. This was 27. This one was 28. Let me see if I can.
I can't go below that.
No, it can't go below that price.
You don't really sell wholesale.
No, she doesn't do wholesale. 27 was that one.
We just got friend discount on it.
28. What's this one?
You know, let me tell you, we did more than that.
We probably did pay more than that, actually.
Those diapers for husband bag.
Huh?
We got those diapers for husband bag.
Yeah. All right. So let me put this back. 27. And it says, okay, I wanted 28. Okay, good.
What do you want for a challenge? You want to name something and I'll pull it.
Name something, everybody, and Andrew's going to pull it for you.
And then we can play mix and match.
And we'll play mix and match with that. Throw down a challenge for Andrew.
And well, hopefully I have it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Not a lot of stuff, so you never know.
Where is...
And you know what? It's a different flavor than what's in the pocket. Which surprised me.
I was like, where's 26? That's because those are the pearls. Gave them
Don't worry
back.
about it.
Don't worry about it. You got to make sure my spreadsheet, I remember that.
Well, I'll remind you of my mouth.
Okay. The deck is clear. Anna says, I remember when she made those. I think we had them in a show, right? Is that our
If you did it, they were different.
Art of the Bead? We had some of those.
You got that at that show that was like a little version of what Bead Fest was when they did it, and it was.
Anna's asking, any birds or butterflies?
Birds or butterflies?
Can you do that for Anna? Birds or butterflies?
Well, I'm a bird.
Anybody else have any suggestions?
I'm looking.
While he's searching. So what's everybody been up to? I feel like not a lot of people have told us lately what they've been up to. What have y'all been doing? What's all going on? I like these. Let's put these up.
What is it? That's not a bird or a butterfly.
No, but they're green and they'll go with birds or butterflies.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, I won't put them up yet.
Maybe.
I just know people usually like unicorn.
Alright, go ahead, show it.
Unicorn beads. Who doesn't like those little bubbly drops? Suzanne's been painting the kitchen. I saw. What color did you choose? Did you choose a color? Did you choose the more cream color or the brighter, whiter color?
I like the blue gray color.
Yeah, Andrew liked the brighter one. I like the brighter one too. I didn't get a chance. I saw that, and then I don't know why I didn't say. I was actually, I was looking in bed. I think I fell asleep because I was watching it and I was looking at your pictures, and I turned off my yellow light on my phone so that I had the right colors. I was like, I like that lighter, the brighter one. How much are these unicorn beads? They're usually pretty expensive. DEF 34. I'm gonna put them at you think 14 is good?
Sure.
Let's do them at 14. I think that's a really good price because these are usually pretty expensive. Unicorn beads. They're so pretty. You get the strand of them for $14. DEF 34. Suzanne says, yes, a lighter version of the brighter color. Oh, nice. I think that's going to be nice. I think that's a good contrast. I think it looked really good.
Yeah, that one kind of looks like Southwest.
Yeah, it was.
And I don't mind that.
No.
It's like if you want that.
Right.
Like if you want, like those people who.
Yeah, and I think you said you had stainless steel appliances and things, and I think because it was a little bit more yellow, I think it would have made it look even more. I like the brighter colors.
Maybe turn off the air.
Oh, you're cold now?
It's blowing in my eyes.
In your
I feel
eyes?
like they're sealing shut. Dry.
Let's see. Somber weekend here in Minnesota. Surreal. Working on earrings tonight after a migraine appointment today. Oh no. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, we've been thinking about Minnesota.
A lot. Yes, a lot. Suzanne says yes. DEF 34 has just sold. Thank you so much. These are nice, and I think that's a really good price for these, honestly. In the store, I think a half strand of this sells for about that price. Oh, we've gotta delete a comment and block a user.
Is that porn?
Yeah, just somebody's trying to do video call. Call me.
That's porn.
Right?
They don't usually want to call just to enjoy each other's company.
Right.
That's how they show their bum hole.
No, don't do that.
Well, you can do it.
I mean, you can do it, just not on our live.
No.
All right. Andrew put this up here too.
A different audience.
That would be a very different audience.
Imagine Marianne if you did that. She'd be screaming.
Huh?
She'd scream.
Would she?
She'd say, put your clothes on.
Put your clothes on.
Maybe.
Who
knows? She reads one of them spicy books sometimes.
I know. Too. This is vintage German glass, right? These flowers.
If I saw any y'all's bum hole, I would scream.
That's not what we're meant to be seeing.
I will scream.
You will scream?
I'm not afraid. It'll be horrible. I'm sure you all have beautiful bum holes, but that's not for me.
Susan said, simply madness to say the least. My condolences to you and your state. Anna says, I work for the state right by the Capitol. Protest Sunday had over 200,000 people.
Oh boy.
Oh, good. This is DEF 35. $6 for these vintage German flowers. Western German, vintage German glass. 8mm flowers. Let's see, Susan says, wow, that's amazing. It is. Suzanne's laughing here. I think about the bum hole talk.
Well, I need to make it light. so they were not like generational trauma time.
I know.
I started with.
Did you get into that?
Of course.
Of
I showed
course.
The gun.
Oh, that's right. I see it down here.
And so, that's maybe not where people wanted to talk. Think about that.
Think about today, but things are happening in the world.
I think about it. So,
yeah. And we tend to try to stay off of certain topics a lot of times, but sometimes it needs to be discussed, right?
Well,
we are
like what Mr. Rogers said, look for the helpers.
Right. And we are more than, just a store or a place to buy. We're people. And things affect us too. And we know things affect you. And we don't like to always, talk about it because it does sometimes, everybody. We like to be a place to escape sometimes. And so you don't have to think about things, but it's not, sometimes things come to a head and you have to let it out.
And he's not talking about Bum Bum Hole.
No. Anna says Saturday, whoops, the authorities had asked people to stay home.
With like that show that Miss Austen, where she said she had a frightful evacuation.
That was a good line.
I laughed hard.
I know.
Where is she from?
A frightful evacuation. She was having stomach issues and had a frightful evacuation. I said, that is how you don't need to learn the words for diarrhea. You need to learn the words for a frightful evacuation. Susan says, some topics are so egregious they are impossible to ignore. That's true. That is true. Okay. Andrew found that little gold disc. So don't worry who got 17. It is now complete. What you got down there, Andrew?
I'm digging.
You're digging? I put up these flowers. These ones have sold. Thank you so much. We've got these flowers. These are really pretty. They're a red and blue. Vintage German. They have a little bit of gray in there too. And they're super pretty. Let's see here. It really has been heavy. Thank you for the laughs. Frightful evacuation. Suzanne says, Charlie just took an earring I just finished. Oh boy. Thief like a Tallulah. Anna is laughing. Laughing face emojis. Tallulah. She's a good girl. She's got to go in for her time surgery tomorrow.
Oh, I can't wait. I'm worried, but I can't wait till we have not the house and heat.
Yeah.
Because boys, they want to protect their sisters, and they start marking stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, could y'all
not do that
with the bodily functions, with your frightful evacuation?
Let's not do that today, any day.
He's like, what? And I'm like, stop pissing on everything.
Yeah.
And probably Susie across the street hears me screaming. And luckily she knows that it's not like I'm child abuse.
Kimberly says, got home, came into the kitchen for a cup of coffee, and the Keurig is dead. Did you unplug it and let it set and then plug it back in? If you've not tried that, I suggest trying that.
The IT department.
I know, right? Man, you all talking kitties got me spelling kitten instead of kitchen, right? Susan says, oh no, no marking, please.
You're telling me.
You're telling me. I clean it all up.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I help.
Sometimes when I'm sleeping, Andrew does the cleaning.
I know.
In the middle of the night.
And I'm gagging the whole time.
But I woke up to having to clean the kitchen floors today. By the door. It's always by a window or by a door.
Well, also, because the other cats come around.
Anna says that little wiggle of the tail.
No, I hate it.
I know.
I scream. I say, put your tail down.
Put your tail down. Oh, I did. Did I not make a? Did I not make a number for the? I swear I did. Did I just drop it? Oh, there it is up here. I was like, where did it go? Put your tail down. Susie says, no, I didn't hear you. I was probably yelling at my cats with a laughing face.
I can't hear you.
No.
I can hear our directly next door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a teenager boy. So.
Yeah. Anna says exactly with the unplug and replug, right? But Kimberly says, yes, I did try that, but I'll try it again, though. Yeah, leave it out for a good, 15 minutes at least.
What does that do?
I don't know, but sometimes when I take it out and leave it out for a minute or two and plug it back in, it doesn't work. But you leave it out, and I don't know if it lets all the electricity settle. I don't know what, just clearing the bad vibes. But sometimes that works. But you got to leave it out a good 15 minutes, sometimes a half hour. Usually I do it, if I have something that's not working like that, I just unplug it before bed and then try and plug it back in the morning.
What number are you on?
I am on 35.
And you want a bird or butterfly?
Or butterfly for the theme. Is what Anna suggested. Anybody else got a different theme?
Different suggestion?
Different suggestion?
Oh, I know.
Kimberly says, oh goodness, I unplugged something else this time. I got the right plug. Can we say exhausted?
It's all that selling
the food at concessions.
Well, I hope the kids is doing stuff.
I hope they are appreciating you. They better get you a new coffee maker at the end of this.
My mom, if I asked her to do that, she'd just go, no.
No.
Mama, can you go and go sell stuff so I can have a party?
Right.
No.
That and filing sales tax returns. Yeah, that's no fun.
I can hear it now. No.
No. Anna's sending good vibes to the coffee gods. Yes, let's all send good vibes.
I could use a cup of coffee.
I could use something. My head is starting to kill me.
Yeah.
It's these lights in here. Especially this one. What you got there?
I don't know. I just
You're
going around.
I know. You're just. What are you doing?
Because everything is in compartments, so it's tidy. Equals can't find she all.
We cleaned up a little bit, and now you can't find anything.
Did I do this?
Huh?
Did I do this?
I put things in bag by what they are.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, they're in bags by what they are.
I know, but I'm not connecting to the universe. That's what I'm saying.
You're not connecting.
No.
Thank goodness this is the baby, and the last year I'm running these damn things, says Kimberly. You mean you've had to do this before, too?
She said she did.
Oh, my goodness. How many?
You better get a nice Mother's Day present. That's all I got.
I know.
I'd have been I do this without expectation, except I'm expecting.
I'm expecting. We just sold DEF 35. Thank you so much. Those are those flowers. We appreciate that.
And you want this one flower?
No.
You don't want that?
No, I don't. Maybe they do. Here, maybe they do. Maybe they'll want it. They did we had the strawberry before and the pineapple. They like those. You like this, everybody? Kimberly says, I have 5 children. I have done this for all 5.
Oh, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
You're a grandma now? Did they get into trouble when they were at that party?
What party?
Isn't that to raise money for their party?
Oh, I don't know. I'm losing track of everything. How much is this?
$6.
$6. And it has 3 different, 3 holes, 2, or 6 holes, whatever you want to call that. 3 strands. You can hang it various ways. It's got the crystal pave set, and Andrew's doing it for a whole big $6 for y'all. Anna says, William, get the Botox shots in your head. That's why I was at neurology migraine clinic appointment today.
Oh. Do they do it in your face too if you ask?
Do they take it a little lower?
You know, because they can't use a whole, like, they can't, like, once they open a bottle, they have to use it.
Maybe they make special small bottles for that.
Because I'd be like, can you, like, shoot it in the front too, not just in the back? We'll just hedge our bets that the stress is in the front too.
Hello, Melanie. Melanie Bills joined us. Thank you for joining us. Says, hi, William. Do you have any more of the German vintage glass flowers?
Oh, from that we just showed?
Yeah, any more vintage German glass? That would be in the glass bag if we have them.
I kind of feel like we had them somewhere else too.
Well, I combined a lot that you had separated over there into the glass bag. We'll check, Melanie. We will check. OMG, Kimberly, you get Mother of the Year, says Anna. Kimberly says, I was a stay-at-home mom for the first two, but we went back to work after they graduated. No, they didn't get in trouble at the after prom parties. Anna says, LOL, after prom parties. Kimberly says, my oldest was 22 when she had my granddaughter. Granddaughter is 6 now.
That's sweet.
Anna says, no lines on my forehead.
Oh, so
you don't need doesn't need the.
Oh, you don't need it?
You got no lines.
Or you got it before.
Or you got it before.
So this is, I think this is pretty and we should show that.
Okay.
And I think this is pretty and we should show that.
Okay. What are these?
This is not
they're not flowers,
but they're
we've got
from the same people.
Yeah. Suzanne says, my friend loved her dragonfly pin I got from you. Oh, good.
Oh, great.
All right.
I know your name. Are you the Melanie that bought my Black Girl Mermaid?
DEF37. This is really pretty. DEF37 is this little pendant. It's got the bell up here. Is this a anemone flower?
Mm-hmm.
Anemone? Super beautiful. DEF37 could be. Oh, I saved another bumblebee today.
In the cottage?
Yeah, it was stuck in the cottage. I went into, I was going through an order and fulfilling an order. And inside one of the bags, I went to reach in and pulled out a strand and a bumblebee.
What?
And
you all the time, Wild America.
I know. And I took it outside and I brought it some flowers to get the nectar out of. And it wanted nothing to do with the flowers. It kept crawling over them and trying to crawl away and trying to fly, and it couldn't fly. And so I went around the yard and gathered different flowers for it. And in the end, I came back with a whole bundle of flowers of different kinds for it. And when I got back, it just flew away and flew up into the tree.
That's not impressed.
No, but I was glad to see it fly away because then I knew that it was okay.
It's like a Shania Twain song. They don't impress
That don't impress me much.
Go pick the flowers, all romantic poet style.
Melanie says, no, I've bought many things, but not the mermaid.
Oh.
Kudos, William, for saving the bumble. I love bumbles. Yes, thank you for purchasing and supporting us.
I know your name from someone. I don't do the order, so I'm out of touch.
He's out of touch. He's lost touch. This is, ooh, these are super pretty. This is vintage Czech. I'm going to put 8 on this. This is really should be a little bit more. It needed some rest, Susanna. It had a lot of rest, I think, in that bag, but it wanted out.
There you go, Anna.
Look at these. Vintage Czech glass. It's got that beautiful, they're like dark brown, light brown, kind of ambery color, and a light, like cream yellow. And then they've got that metallic finish. Melanie says, I do have a butterfly pendant that I bought some time ago. I love it. It's in my personal collection.
Okay.
So that is DEF 38, $8. Oh, and those are, I think they're 8 millimeter. 8 millimeter faceted rondelles. And boy, Andrew's just finding stuff now.
I'm on a roll.
I know. DEF 39. These are $8 each, and there's 2 of them. They were, just so you know, 14 each. We're dropping them down tonight. These are these Tibetan?
Yeah.
Tibetan. 38 just sold. That's the last one of those. These are Tibetan silver with lapis beads. And they are approximately 11 millimeters by about 20 and a half. 2 of them available. They are $8 each. They were 14 each. We're doing them for 8 tonight. You get almost both of them for the same price of one normally. I'm sorry, I gotta turn this on a little bit. Okay. This is Czech, right? This is not, is this German?
Check.
Czech. So these are some Czech flowers. They're not the German flowers.
Close enough.
DE. But these are vintage, right?
Let me see.
Are these ones vintage?
Which are they?
8. No. Contemporary. So these are contemporary Czech flowers. They're kind of almost like a gray base, but they've got a metallic AB finish on them. They're really pretty. And they are 9.5 millimeters. 9.5 millimeters. Is that right? 9.5? Yeah, 9.5 millimeters. So that's DEF 40. Melanie says, I keep all my Allegory Gallery pieces separate from my other items I have in my inventory. Thank you. We appreciate that. We like when people like what we do. And people appreciate what we do. We know y'all out there do. We appreciate you too. Okay, this one's sold. This one has also sold. Let me find a bag for that. DEF 37 has sold. Thank you so much. Let me remove that one from the board. That's this anemone flower. And 38 has sold. Alright, so we appreciate that. And so far 36 is still available. 39, these 2 are available, $8 each, and $8 for the flowers here. And oh, Andrew found some. Ooh. Butterfly, high in the sky. These are $9, and this is bronze. And there are 2 of them available. Bronze butterfly. Bronze butterfly. Let me see if I can hold on to it. Little charm, $9. 2 of them available at $9 each. And this is 13 millimeters by 11 millimeters. Beautiful bronze butterfly charms. 2 of them available. DEF 41. Melanie's asking, show DEF 40 again. I sure can. DEF 40. are these. Let me move this light. It's better if I hold the light up here. You actually see things better. I love these. They go with so many colors because they've got that metallic AB finish. You can put them with green, so if you have some like green apatite or some peridot, garnets. They have some blue in there. There's a little bit of pink. So with rose quartz, purple, some amethyst. Really pretty. DEF 40. $8 for the strand. 1 strand available. Okay, what do we have? What do we have? What do we have up here? DEF 41. There are 2 of these available. They're only $5 each. These are a really good price. We have 2 strands. They're both here. I'll put them both out for you. Look at that.
Opalescent.
Opalescent glass flower, cone flowers. And these are approximately about 13 millimeters by about 8.5. And you get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 flowers on there for $5 only. That's a really good price on those. DEF 42. Oh, I was going to do the vintage German first. Andrew told me to do these first for you. These are check glass. DEF 42. 2 strands available, $7 each. They're these red and gold check glass flowers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 flowers on a strand. These are 13.5 millimeters. DEF 42. Move this over, move this over, this over. Actually, I'm going to move this over. Oh, you back, Ida Bell. You back to sell some more? I'm going to help out some more? All right. Oh, hello. You sweet thing. You sweet thing. Now, these are vintage German. Melanie says, I'll take DF 40 and 42. To purchase, just send us an email, Melanie, to info@allegorygallery.com with those numbers. That's how you purchase from the videos. We don't take purchases in the comments because it gets confusing.
We stream to a bunch of
Yeah, we stream to a bunch of places, and we want to make sure everybody gets what they want. So just send an email to info@allegorygallery.com and put DEF 40 and DF 42 in the subject line, and then we'll send you an invoice. These are vintage German glass. Fish. Fishes. Fishies. There are 10 beads on there. They're only $5 a strand. DEF 43. DEF 43. 2 strands available, $5 a strand. Anna missed the size on 41. I don't remember it either, so let me go over this again. This one is 8.5 approximately by about 13. Hello, baby cat. DEF 44. These are $6 each, and there are 2 of them available. These are vintage German glass flowers. Or leaves, I'm sorry. Leaves, not flowers.
Opalescent.
Opalescent vintage German glass leaves. DEF 44. $6 each.
Wouldn't that look pretty with
2 strands available.
DEF 41.
I know. These
They
together.
make like a ghost pipe. You know ghost pipe?
Ghost pipe. Look at those together. This is Czech. This is vintage German. DEF 44. And these leaves are approximately 11.5 millimeters by 8 at their widest. 20 leaves on the strand, $6 per strand, 2 strands available. And the last lot tonight, DEF 45. These are super popular when we have them. We have 2 more strands.
Sugar Crackle.
Sugar Crackle vintage German glass. DEF 45. Sugar Crackle vintage German rounds.
Wouldn't those be pretty with DEF 40?
These are about 9.5 millimeters. With DEF 40 with these. Yes, they would.
The butterfly charm. What are we doing? Mixing and matching tonight.
There you go.
Who's a winner chicken dinner? That
Look
one.
at that.
Or you want to go bigger? Go bigger.
Oh, that'd be really pretty.
Who's the Empress of Siberia?
Don't eat the beads, says Suzanne. Don't eat those beads. Pretty, says Anna. Too much. Too much.
Or are you going to do contrast?
So this is a big strand. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 beads on this strand.
Yeah? No? Maybe.
Maybe.
Or them pink fish.
Those pink fish. I like that together. They've got the purple in them too. Look at those together.
Those are fun.
Super fun.
Or do you reject it?
Do you reject it? Those are DEF 45, and they are $20 a strand. That's the price on them. That's from our friend Ava. And those are vintage German glass. Melanie says, are they glass? Yes, they are all glass. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, all glass beads. Vintage German on these, vintage German on these, vintage German on these. These are Czech, these are Czech, these are Czech. And there you go. Remember, send your emails to info@allegorygallery.com if you'd like to purchase. Info@allegorygallery.com with the lot numbers you'd like. It is first come, first serve. In the email, we only accept emails for purchasing. That's because we stream in a lot of locations and people watch these things in the replays. And if I don't get to invoicing right away, what ends up happening is comments in the replays sometimes come up before the comments during the live, and somebody could sneak in and grab things out from under you. So we only accept emails, and it makes life super, super easy that way. And let's see here. Let me check the junk mail today to make sure I didn't have anybody go into the junk mail. We did not, so we're all good. And, oh, what are you doing, Andrew? What are you finding?
Yeah?
Oh, look at that.
Ceramic. I don't know. Nah. Maybe a different one. Because it's more of like a orangey pink. That one's more of a bluey pink.
Yeah, maybe.
What about this one? That's better. Or a green.
That's pretty.
You like that? If people interested in that, getting a price on that?
Oh, we're not done?
I can do 5 more.
You're going to do 5
what about
more?
This? That Kylie Perry.
Ooh.
Isn't that Kylie Perry? I don't even know if she makes these anymore.
Ooh, look at that mushroom.
Isn't that fun?
That is fun.
That go with them flowers. This one, Dark Forest. Beware. Beware, you're going to get into the dark fairyland.
Look at that. Anna says, yes, exclamation point. Price, please.
What about this one?
Oh, where's
Rainbow Pride. How about with this one? You like, or the opalescent? Or the fish. The fish.
That'd be cute. Opalescent ones. Ooh, that looks good. I like that.
How about these?
Love them, says Melanie. Look at these. Look at these. Look at this little set with.
There you go.
Ooh, look at that together.
This one.
Throw one of those in there too. Oh, look at that. Or maybe some leaves. I like that one better. It's got a little bit of that gold in there.
Bird of a feather?
Bird of a feather? Where was this? Down here.
And then maybe this one?
And then this one?
With those red flowers. I love those red flowers. We still have them persimmon flowers, so I don't know. You like that?
I do.
I
don't like that.
How about this? Like a blueberry. You like that?
Kind of like that.
All right, clear the decks, and we'll do prices.
Okay. Clearing the decks, everybody.
And then that'll be it.
And then that'll be it. Andrew's done for the night.
Well, I could keep going. Get that third wind.
Get that third wind. Melanie says, got to have the hearts, please.
All right.
And I don't know if you sent an email, Melanie, but since you were trying to claim in the comments, I just want to make sure you know we did not get an email from you yet. So if you did send one, I wanted to make sure that you knew that we
comment claims don't count.
Yeah. So just because I know some people say they sent an email and then we end up it was misspelled or something. So I want to make sure you knew while we're live that we haven't gotten it yet.
Maybe do you have that banner?
Mm-hmm.
And our email address? No, our email address.
Oh, just the big email?
Yeah, because it's hard to see that tiny, like, miniature writing.
There it is. Melanie says, I'm ordering the red flowers.
All right. Well, don't wait.
Suzanne's heading to bed shortly.
All right. We're almost done.
Almost done. Let me see.
He's bagging it up.
Bagging it up.
The bag boy is working.
Bag boy. Somebody's already sending an email for the Kylie Perry.
They don't want to miss.
They don't want to miss it.
It's $100, by the way.
$100.
Wasn't there another one of these? Where'd it go?
Yeah, that's right. $100. You got it. It's yours. Melanie says, I'm trying, just don't want to miss anything. Okay, just making sure. Because I didn't want you sending emails to the wrong place. Because that has happened many times. Okay, so.
Started up. Kylie Perry for the mushroom.
Okay. DEF. DEF 46.
I think it's 12.
12?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
his first stuff's not inexpensive.
I don't think that's expensive at all.
Well, you know.
Love her stuff. She does make still, but updates are few and far between now that she has kids, says Anna.
Oh.
Suzanne says, I've done that. Send the wrong email, right? It happens. DEF. Don't get distracted. How much is this one?
That's not our Kylie Perry, but I don't remember who made that. That one I could do for 10.
10?
That's nice.
That is nice.
It's got some.
I like it a lot.
That glaze combo is nice.
Yeah, they did a good job on it. Let's do the hearts next.
The hearts, 16.
16 for the pair.
14. 16, 14.
16 for the pair, I think is fair. I know Melanie said she wanted those.
Well, you gotta claim it in the email.
Yep. 49 is this one.
That little rainbow friend, rainbow sherbet.
Yeah.
Flutie Tooties.
Tutti Frutti.
What's that cake? That cake that's supposed to be rainbow birthday flavor.
Tutti Frutti cake.
Rainbow birthday. How about $8?
$8 on that. All right.
And then the last one.
DEF 50.
Is that leaf?
Is this leaf?
$6.
$6. Confetti, says Anna. Confetti cake.
Confetti.
Kimberly says, who is the artist I missed who made these? This one we know. Kylie Perry. These ones we do not know.
Has been raptured.
Yeah, these have been in the collection for long enough that we don't know. Anna thinks that's a Gaia leaf, and that's what I was thinking too.
Looks like a
Gaia.
This one almost looks like Maku, because they're Raku.
They could be Raku. In that case, they should probably be more, but
I know, but I don't know for sure. But
no,
that looks like this.
It's definitely Raku, but they're not marked with her marking,
and they're not like her style, you know.
But they're Raku.
She sometimes does like different things. That one I have no clue.
No clue. So there we go. Okay. All right. So those are the last items for this evening. Anna says, yes, they do look like Maku, right?
Yeah, because every once in a while she has stuff that's different.
Melanie says, sent an email, guys. We got it. Thank you so much, Melanie.
Thanks.
Got your email. And so 46 has sold. 47, 48, 49, 50 are still available if you're interested.
The person who claimed 46, are you sure you want it?
Yeah, somebody sent 46 before it even went for sale. We want to confirm that $12 is okay with you. I'm assuming yes, since you were that excited for it. But just to make sure. And then 47, 48, 49, 50 are still available at this time. All right. And Anna says, yes, I want it. Okay, good. Suzanne says, great show. Everyone have a great night. Love to Tallulah. Thank you so much, Suzanne.
Thank you.
We're going to be up early. Got to drop her off at 9:30 in the morning.
She's got to go in the room for the fasting.
Yeah, she's got to go in the room for the fasting at midnight. So we got to get them fed and get them watered. And then she's got to go and fast the rest of the night. She
probably shouldn't eat because then she's going to have the poop.
It'll be okay. Gertie ate, or Tallulah, one of them ate the same time last time too. Good night and sweet dreams, all, says Susan. Anna says her stuff flies off the shelves. Good night, all. Thank you so much. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Bye, everybody.
You.